Hello, everyone. This is the Nameless One, and tonight we will be continuing the Heart of Darkness campaign. I have here with me. Hold on, I gotta open up the list because the Ice Crystal, Moon, Redcap, Sawtooth, Cameo, Yoshi, and Wind. Unfortunately, Link was sick today, so everybody show him some love in the comments. Hopefully, he feels better soon. Other than that, go ahead. I'm gonna remind everybody, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and or follow to stay up to date with all of our latest uploads and streams. For those of you that may or may not have seen it, I also did a recent collab with Sawtooth. Go ahead, check that out. And hopefully we'll have more videos out soon. I also need to apparently switch the input for my audio. Okay. And go ahead, we can jump into the recap. There we go.
Okay, so it was, we had just restarted the time loop we find ourselves in like a medieval village. We found out that it was, in fact, Shadowfire's realm. Why do I keep forgetting the name all of a sudden? What are these things called? Dread Realm. Shadowfire's Dread Realm.
I do believe that most of you seemed like you were pretty, on the fence on who it was still.
Didn't we talk we talked to Bob, the little blob, and
but
could have still been both, right? Okay.
Yeah, we had this discussion where it could have been both, leaning towards Shadowfire because of things that Biaffi found out, but not entirely certain.
Right. Well, we don't want to end up in the... What was that, Cameo?
The blob directly said it was the beast, which we don't have confirmation if the beast is Shadowfire or not, but we heavily, because of other implications.
I bet on it. So, we don't want to end up in the same situation we were at the end of the last time loop, getting destroyed and whatnot. So, we're going to try... We split up and tried to get information, tried to see what we could discover, what angles we could take to end this dream realm and set things straight. Me and Coral went to the underworld of the city to try to find the crime areas, because they should have their own insights on what's really going on.
And you started singing "I'm Not Suspicious."
Yeah, we blended in pretty well.
Yes.
And yeah, and we ended up getting a job. We're gonna try to steal Princess Luna's gems on her crown with a few criminals. And why are we doing that? I just realized, what is that going to teach us about this situation? Regardless, that'll give us a chance to set Lena free, because we also learned that Lena is being stored, being held prisoner at Luna's castle. So that's what me and Coral did. Let's see. Bjoffinson, Bjornson. Thank you. Stayed at the inn and told stories and talked to people at the inn to try to gather what the general consensus of the history was and what happened to who. Which is where we learned, as a group at least, that the general belief is that Shadowfire had a part in killing Celestia, which is why Luna's so upset with him. Which is confusing to us, because Celestia's not dead, but I don't know what this is. We'll find out. Crystal and Wind went off to
get ourselves thrown in jail.
What were you trying to do?
Okay,
we were trying to get recruited.
I was trying to get information on a secret passage into the castle. And then I made the dumb mistake of actually opening up a cell door.
Yeah.
A criminal.
So, they signed up for the Royal Guard and then got thrown in jail. Right. Okay. Let's see. Owlin, Otto Owlin was there, and something legal. Someone. Who's going on trial?
Lena. Well, he's trying to bring it to trial, I think.
He's trying to get Lena off the hook. Right. What did I miss?
No, it seems about right.
We reconvened and talked about everything.
Someone.
Well,
wait.
Yeah.
Brain.
I hope I didn't hurt anyone. But we all
Did
reconvened.
someone get arrested because the other one got arrested? Or did you mention that one already?
Wind and Crystal, yeah. So we all reconvened except for those two because they were behind bars, and we shared our findings. And was it night?
No, we have not reached night yet because the parade is going to be starting in like an hour and a half, and then after that, that's when the Owlin has the meeting with Luna.
Yeah, about half an hour, thereabouts.
Oh, that's where we find ourselves.
Okay. So, I have a bit of a take, because I'm taking a look at Moon's notes and listening to what you guys are saying. There seems to be a bit of a misconception. So, a Dread Realm, and this is information you guys have been pretty much told in no uncertain terms. A Dread Realm is basically its own continuity. It doesn't necessarily follow what happened in the real world. So Celestia, for all intents and purposes, is dead here.
Okay.
If they are saying that Celestia is dead, unless you find Celestia locked up somewhere, Celestia is dead. Because they are not talking about the Celestia that you guys are familiar with outside of the Mists.
Because for Lena's Dread Realm, it was her backstory, which I assume makes sense with the memories of the character we were saving. But like, it's a little bit confusing to have events that didn't happen in these memories. It's just auto-generated, I guess.
If you notice that hers is the most like realistic set of events that have happened, because it was pulled directly from her backstory. But it's also something that happened that is technically outside of the current universe you're in.
That's true. Okay.
So there is, think of them, and this is for more Moon's sake, think of them as demi-planes with their own flowing continuity. So assuming that Celestia is alive because Celestia is alive outside of the Dread Realm is not going to help you.
Okay.
And again, this is information that the characters have in character. I'm not sure where everybody started deciding that the outside continuity affected Dread Realm continuity. Especially considering that, to your knowledge, you've never seen a twisted form for any of the main six, Rainbow Dash has never been partially transformed into a robot.
Yeah.
So
the Dread Realms are like alternate realities?
If that helps you understand it better, then yes. Think of them as alternate.
I just didn't realize the extent to which they're disconnected. So that does help. Thank you.
The disconnect can be affected by how much attention is being put on this realm, but I'd imagine if you think about it a little, you think he's really going to not pay attention to this realm? As, one of his potentially most dangerous enemies is currently trapped here.
Okay.
That will explain the voice.
So it's essentially a dream with various levels of lucidity then, right?
It's the Shadowfell moon. The way that you have described the Shadowfell on multiple occasions, it is the Shadowfell. I pulled this from Ravenloft for 5th edition, which is what how it explains it. And under most circumstances, as they have been told, the Dread Realms, the Dread Lords, are not aware that they are in a Dread Realm. They do have a certain amount of control over it, but the Silent King is the one who ultimately pulls the strings.
Okay.
Okay, we cleared that up now? No questions?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, let's see. I'm gonna have all of the ones that are not currently in prison in the main tavern area, because I don't remember any contradiction to that from the last session, and we're going to go off of like pretty much immediately after we left off, because you guys were on a time limit to go visit Luna.
Yeah. Don't forget to switch the camera.
Thank you for saying something, because I had totally forgotten about that. There we go. Now everybody on the streams have something to look at. So,
Visibility.
All right,
I had
Heist
no
stream.
idea that was a camera switch.
Hello, everyone. Now that you can see us,
now,
yes, gaze upon this smiley face.
So, when's the parade?
Very soon. It was very soon. I was half an hour, I think, it was supposed to be.
Yep, with our meeting in an hour and a half.
We talking like confettis and floats and marching
So-
band?
I really don't know. Sorry, go ahead.
so you guys have already seen the parade once. It's exactly what you saw the last time. It's a royal parade or procession, however you want to say it.
Oh, that thing.
That is what is about to happen.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one who has not seen this because I was not there. But
I want
Right.
confetti.
I was not paying enough attention in character to know that.
So, for those of you that did see it, especially for Wynn and... I'm going to put Glace over in this closet because Glace isn't technically here. Well, actually, Wynn would be the only one that isn't in jail that would really have this information. But this kind of parade is meant to boost morale, and it's more of a your leader is here and they see you kind of deal.
That makes sense.
And like basically showing that they're not afraid to like go out in the open because of said adversary. So
Okay.
now
alright, so
go ahead. I was actually just turning the floor over to you. So
okay. Well, I'd be very interested to see what it is anyway. What exactly are we doing afterwards? Are we just going to stand around, or what exactly does everyone want to do?
Isn't there like some sort of legal thing that bird person was gonna do?
Oh yeah. And where is he anyway? Olin!
Where are you? Right here.
Here you are. Yes. You said you were doing something, yes?
Yes, we have the meeting with Lena. Or not Lena.
Alright.
Legal counsel with Lena. Meeting
Lena.
with Luna.
Are you gonna need help with that or anything?
Well, I can bring two people with me. And while I can take care of the legal side of things, I think it's best if the two of you with a better grasp of the situation come with me, so that way you can ask more questions of a different nature.
What do you mean?
I think what he means is he wants to have people who understand exactly what we're trying to do here and have them go so they can be asking, leading sort of questions,
Oh, like me. I can do all that.
Yeah. Because my legal efforts here, due to the whole nature of the time loop, is entirely wasted. However, it is a good way to get a meeting at the palace with a very high-profile figure. That is to say, if anyone wants to try assassination one of these time loops, evidently we're able to get an appointment.
Well, I mean...
Good to know. Although I don't know exactly who would be able to do that sort of thing.
I could go with. I could stand to see what the castle's like and look around a bit.
Alright, and I'd be glad to go with you
sure
also.
You won't be spilling the damn secret of what's gonna happen later,
And why would I do that? I would literally end up, well,
Sawtooth, I haven't known you very long, but you do strike me as the kind of person who would do that sort of thing.
No! I'm not gonna be like, hello, I have criminal intent. That's stupid. I'm not stupid.
You literally came in here doing that!
However,
with you guys, it's different.
I do feel like you're asked her for a crown and then take the jewel off right in front of her.
You think I should do that? And just run away?
I didn't think that's what he meant.
Oh, what if I pose as like the royal gem polisher? And I say, oh, I'll just wait, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. If I can go there, I can figure out where Lena's kept and where Wind and Crystal are, and then I can set them loose tomorrow.
You know what?
I'm perfect for this.
Oh dear.
I know how to go undercover. I did yesterday. I mean, I did earlier, and it worked perfectly.
How about I give you
barely worked!
What do you mean?
Bro, you walked in there like, oh, I'm totally not suspicious. Hello, fellow felons, what is up? Like, that is you!
But it worked, didn't it?
Bruh! Bruh,
Okay.
you don't know!
Roll insight.
If it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid.
Who's rolling insight?
Sawtooth and Cameo can as well.
About to be real insightful.
Cameo, you rolling as well?
Yeah, just give me a second because this is taking a bit to load. Watch me fail this shit. Knew it!
There it is, yep.
I have nothing on insight. I am not a very wise character. I am a child.
And then
You're pretty sure he screwed it up, but you're just not entirely certain how. Sawtooth, the only reason that it worked out for you and you didn't get shanked was the washout uniform.
Oh. Well, I mean, I have this uniform. That's pretty prestigious. I can get around and... Oh, maybe not with... The washouts might not be a good look in front of royalty. I could take off the stuff. I don't know. Maybe pretend to be a Wonderbolt or something a bit more prestigious.
That gift.
Roll insight again.
Actually, yeah, I'll be a Wonderbolt.
Actually, everybody roll insight at that one because he's thinking out loud as usual.
Even me?
What? Wow.
I'm gonna be right back. Actually, I leave and then come back. I come back in a Wonderbolt's outfit. Boom.
No.
Well, I don't think I noticed anything.
I don't think anyone's...
Yafi, you're not terribly familiar with Pony.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what exactly the Wonderbolts and the washouts are.
So the washouts are washouts. I don't know what Wonderbolt is, though.
I mean, I'm like looking at the uniform that he's wearing. I'm like, is some sort of fashion company?
Washouts are like Walmart brand Wonderbolts, but better.
But I don't know what the Wonderbolts are either.
So
they're like
for
I've never even heard of these.
shush. I am trying to explain things. For Quarrel and Otto, the two of you aren't terribly familiar with what the hell a Wonderbolt is, but the fact that Sawtooth is explaining them more favorably would imply that they are somebody that Luna would probably know about. Sawtooth?
Yes.
You're doing the equivalent of putting on the guard uniform of the guard you just stabbed and walking up to the person in charge.
I didn't stab anyone.
I said the equivalent of.
Oh gosh.
Are you suspicious?
Sawtooth.
Remember, the Wonderbolts are essentially the Air Force of the Equestrian Monarchy. So they know who their Wonderbolts are.
Oh. You know what? I won't wear a
molding
uniform.
out of character.
I leave and come back instantly, and I'm not. I don't have any uniform on.
Oh, you're a quick change artist. I didn't know that.
Getting close.
If it's gonna change that much, you might as well invest in some shift weave, and then Otto taps his shirt, and then turns his suit back into his normal attire.
Oh,
What?
that's pretty cool.
That sounds amazing.
What?
Can I get some of that?
Oh, I got a store back in my home plane. If you ever decide to stop by.
I'm not gonna lie, I really just for the clothing, I kind of wish Gaster was there at the time because his are self-cleaning.
I mean, mine aren't self-cleaning, but I got prestidigitation for that.
I don't need any of those fancy gizmos. I'm just fast.
You're fast in speed, not so much in everything else.
Well,
Pretty slow when it comes to
Wow! Just
Hey
going
now.
straight for the low blows.
Okay. Well, am I uninvited then? I guess I can't go with you smarter, better ponies and non-ponies creatures.
I mean, so far, not a single pony has stepped up to go that it hasn't been told no.
Yeah, nominated. Yeah. Nobody who hasn't been nominated already. I'm more than willing to go. I think meeting with royalty, I may need someone with a bit more silver in the tongue, you know. Just need you to tell me what I need to say and what you'd like me to say, and I'll go from there, I think.
Okay, and I'll just stay here and twiddle my hooves then. That's fine. Okay.
Also, I will also remind you that it was you are allowed to bring no more than 2. It's not you have to bring 2. So, if you guys don't have a proper number of people to send, or you just don't feel comfortable, ousting more than just 2 members of your group as part of your group, then it is also something that you just send Biaffi and Otto. Biaffi's not getting out of this.
Yeah.
alright.
I want to go there.
So, I'll put it out right now. If you plan on committing a crime at the palace later on today, or tomorrow, you are not invited to this meeting.
Okay.
That's
But
not
hey-
to say that I don't. That's not to necessarily say I condemn your actions. That just means I don't want to be openly associated with you.
I understand, but hey, while you're there, could you maybe look around for us, and see, where the prisoners are being kept?
Of course, my entire intention is to figure out why Lana's there, what the actual treason event was, and to possibly figure out more so what Luna's up to and her take on this entire situation is.
Okay. Alright, I'll stay here then. I suppose that's fair enough.
Okay.
Take a bath.
Oh,
I
When did that
also want to point out for the person in Discord sending messages that people don't always pay attention to that. So if you want people to notice you're saying things, you have to say something.
You can also type it into Roll20.
Or type it into Roll20. That is also more likely to get noticed.
I only have so many screens.
I only have one.
So, are you guys going to... Is Otto and Biafi the diplomacy group? Or are you going to...
Yeah.
It would be me, Yafi, and I can't remember the name of Red's character, however he volunteered in a alternative context.
So you three are gonna go in here. We'll get to you in a moment. So we're gonna go ahead and skip over the parade because it's literally the same thing that happened last time. But yeah, basically you don't want to go get yourself caught with that. We are going to jump over to our two inmates.
Oh.
You're in prison. Well, jail.
That is true.
Yes, we are. Okay, well, I'm gonna since Ice Crystal teleported to a different cell last time, trying to escape from what I had to say. I'm just going to stare at him.
Yep, have fun with the view.
Ice, we've gotta find a way to, I don't know, find the others. Maybe they can help us out of here. I don't know.
Why bother?
Because we're in jail and no one that's ever been in jail can save, I don't know, everyone.
We'll be out of jail in about 3 days for free, no effort. Can take this time to relax.
Or we could be out of jail in about 10 years if they manage to save everyone.
I'm sure if they manage to do that, either we'll just get popped back into the mist, or they'll come find us.
Well, we shouldn't just sit here. It's not the best idea to just sit around and, like, what if they need our help?
They can ask for it next time.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and call for one of the guards.
Okay, have fun.
Nameless, I'm calling for one of the guards right now.
So one of the guards, looking very perturbed, comes up and says, "What the hell do you want?"
Lunch.
Hi, I'm the one that, let that criminal out. I wanted to ask you a few questions. I know it's not the best situation, but hear me out. 2 things. 1, am I able to send a message with you to someone to actually act as a lawyer to me? And 2, when would the trial be?
The guard rolls his eyes and says, "Like we'd bother giving you a lawyer, you get the same thing everybody else gets. And as to trial, dates haven't been decided yet."
Can I roll deception to try to convince him that I was tricked into letting the criminal out?
Go ahead.
Perfect.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
My terrible luck will not ruin me this time.
And it does exactly that.
Ha! That's pretty good, right?
So what are you going to say?
I'm gonna tell him that the criminal has said that they had information on the assassination of the princess, and they would provide me with the information if I released them from the cell.
Okay. So the guard cocks an eyebrow at you and says, "Really?"
Yes. Really.
And you believed him.
Well, what would you do to protect the princess? You've already seen what's been going on with the beast, right?
We have an interrogator, you know.
Yeah, well, sometimes interrogation just isn't enough. And plus, it's not like I could just immediately know who the interrogator was. Still new around here. Just trying to help out. Although I probably should have done it a different way.
The guard shrugs and says, "At minimum, I can get you off of treason, but you're still here for negligence regardless." And with that, he walks out.
Oh wait, I have hoops. I can't flip them off. Okay, well, I'm just gonna say to Ice, that went well, right?
Yeah, sure.
Well, what's your plan to get out of here, other than sitting here and waiting for a reset?
Almost as if on cue, one of the other guards walks in, goes over to Ice's thing and says, "Well, we reviewed the information of what happened. You're free to go."
Oh, thank you.
Son of a...
Mother!
Your friend was the only one stationed here at the time, and after a further review of the incident, we've realized that you're kind of not exactly there in the way to help, especially since we were going to have you stationed out on the walls anyways. So, yeah, you're free to go. He's staying.
Okay, thank you. Be glad to help as much as I can.
Hey, Ice, could you at least talk to the others about, I don't know, bring me, or actually, better yet, see if you can help them with whatever they're doing right now.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. They will not know where you are.
Thank you, Ice. Thank you, Crystal. You are something.
Okay. So, Ice, what do you do?
I guess I'll go out of the prison. And I guess sort of just do city guard activities or whatever.
Okay.
Mostly outside, see if I see any of our companions.
Okay, so I will say that you do spot Otto and his little entourage on its way to the, to the palace.
Little in air quotes.
Yeah.
I am like 3 times his size at the very least.
How tall are Owl and Moon?
That is a good question. How tall is he actually?
Well, I'm a small size Owlin, so
probably about between 2 to 4 feet at most.
Yeah.
Apparently the max height is 4. So yeah, somewhere between 2 to 4 feet.
I've got maybe a foot on him in height and about 700 pounds in weight.
So you, unless you specify otherwise, as a baseline for your race, you are a large creature.
Yes, I do recognize this.
Same goes for Quarrel, actually. Both of you are technically large creatures. So, yeah. You were pretty fucking big. You have a foot on, say, Wynn, who is like in the ballpark of about 5 feet tall. So
Win or wind?
Win. Well, wind as well,
Wind.
because both of them are average size to my knowledge.
Oh, I'm actually shorter
I'm a big
than.
man.
I'm actually a
Big
shorter
man.
than a pony. So yeah.
I'm a big man. Well, I guess in that case, that actually increases my weight even more. But this is really getting off topic.
I mean, you're a yak. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure most yaks weigh about the size of a small car.
Well, about a ton, yeah. 10.5 at most, actually, probably. I don't know.
Coral is lighter
I
than
don't know
you
what I...
because Coral flies.
Yep. And she just, like, she's taller than me, but she's not wider than me.
No, you're
Or longer,
you're a
for that matter.
quadruped. She's a biped.
Yep. I know. That's why she's not longer than me. Or wider. I'm big.
I would
Can
be
we
very
get back to the-
concerned if Coral was wider and longer than you.
Yeah, that is very long gargoyle.
And I'm just a little bug.
I go with the assumption that all of the ponies, the changeling, and the reindeer are average size, which is medium sized creature, which is between it's like around or over 5 foot. So ballparking, like say for wind, probably around 5'6", for like wind being like probably about 5 foot.
Okay, so I'm still taller than the owl. That's all that matters.
You are not a small creature. You would have to be at least a small creature to be shorter than the owl.
As long as I am taller than someone, I am happy.
For all intents and purposes, the baseline size is generally assumed to be medium, with the exception of already acknowledged large races or small races.
Let's say you have an inch up. Happy?
Yes.
Good grief.
Now,
I don't know where
side
we're going
tangent
with all
aside, Ice, do you want to do anything if you see the group headed? You do notice that their trajectory and purpose, they seem to be headed for the palace for reasons unknown.
Yeah,
But they
I'm
do
gonna
seem
go
to be
over.
moving with a purpose.
I'm gonna go intercept them. Yep.
So, for my palace-bound group, you see wind headed, or not wind, you see ice headed your way. I'm just kidding. All of you have such elementally based names. It's like all the new players is like, let me, it's ice, icicle, glace, wind, like...
And then the ones who aren't elementally based are very annoyingly complicated.
I don't know.
Biaffi.
Once I heard it a couple times, Biaffi and Coral were pretty easy to say.
My name is just Otto.
It's true.
That too.
Owlson. Owlin. Owlin, that's difficult
Owlin.
though.
Otto Owlin. And that's just the name of the race.
Just keep thinking of Otto Octavius.
Anyways, Ice.
Yes.
You would be approaching them from behind. What do?
I'll just go trot on over. Catch up.
So you have been approached by Ice from nowhere.
Can I like witness him approaching
From the top
afar?
row.
So can I witness him coming from afar and not recognize him? So I just like lean down to Otto and just, I think we're being followed.
That's perfectly fine. You barely know most of this party.
As I'm like hauling all of the legal papers and stuff. That means my
Maybe-
carrying capacity is bigger. Holy cow! Hang on a second.
Maybe they're selling something.
Otto, you are also allowed to not recognize Ice because
Is he wearing like his normal stuff anyway? Even like
Yeah.
I would say yeah,
okay.
because he was released because it was like, wait a minute, this guy didn't really actually free anybody, and it didn't seem to be like he was hindering anything. So, you know, just kind of collateral there. We might as well just let him go. We got nothing on him.
A second. He's one of ours.
Oh. Which one?
I would like to say how I remember them. However, I've been advised not to insult people on the job.
You all look the same.
Ice, use your voice. You are currently on stage.
Hello.
Oh, you're the the icy one. Yes, that's who you are.
People usually call me Crystal, but sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways,
I'm glad to see you, Crystal.
Wind is dead. He, as soon as we joined the guard, he tried to free a prisoner, and no, they don't like that.
I like how we went from he's in prison to no, he's dead.
He just died. Holy crap, dude.
I'm sure we'll see him in another fight.
Wow.
He just
rolled me off right there.
Dude.
It's like Otto gets this like wave of stupidity. He just like shivers as his like feathers ruffle and goes, "What?"
He'll be back though.
I'm sorry for I'm sorry for your loss.
He was just pain on my side. Anyways,
I'm sure we will see him.
Gosh.
What was that, Christian?
I'm sure we will see him in another lifetime.
yeah. AKA another 3 days.
You know,
Biaffi just crosses himself.
let's just start a quick rule. If you die in a cycle, you buy the first round of drinks in the next one.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah,
I think
let's
that's
not
a
do
good
that,
idea.
you know?
That's a great idea.
Terrible idea.
Yeah.
By the way, you keep
Oh,
saying
no,
3 days.
people
You
who
guys
make
have 2
contracts.
days left, according to
Yeah,
y'all's
Figure out
reckoning.
rules.
Anyways, what are you guys doing?
Oh, we're going to a legal proceeding.
Oh, what for?
I just kinda...
Treason.
Who's treason?
Sorry,
You already have one of those today.
We're going for treason.
Oh, you do.
Yes, we're gonna go commit some treason, boys.
But Alanda's been arrested on allegations and accusations of treason. Sadly, I couldn't speak to her directly quite yet. However, we have a meeting with Princess Luna.
Oh, cool.
So we're going.
Sounds like you have that covered. I'll just go back to my work.
Alright then.
Okay.
Suppose.
So you going back to guard duty?
he's gonna still be guarding Wind Sparkle. He's like, yeah, I told him that where you are. They'll get you eventually. Meanwhile, yeah, he's
dead.
He died. Yeah, he died. Don't worry, they'll be coming for you shortly.
He killed me off in like 2 minutes. No, 2 seconds.
It did not take long at all. Eventually, Wind's gonna get out and come to the freaking inn. And
You know what?
we're all just performing like a memorial service. We have a wake going in the tavern for him.
From now on, if I die, I'm gonna haunt Crystal.
It's not gonna be for very long. No.
So,
Oh my gosh.
Coral and Satu,
Yes.
Great start.
are you two
Alright.
both still in the inn?
Yes. I mean, I'm in the inn. I think Coral went to take a bath.
Okay. So, Sawtooth, as you're
Yes.
sitting there, if you remember the Earth Pony, his name was Tiny. He shows up, and he's doing a very good job of looking suspicious while trying not to look suspicious. Think Krunk's theme song as he's sneaking in, and he hands you a envelope, puts his hoof to his lips, and goes shh, and then sings his way out as he is apparently attempting to stealth as well. Out as well.
We're gonna make such a great team. I go to my room, wherever that is, and open the envelope.
So it seems pretty hastily scrawled, but the letter basically it's a, we're moving tonight, not tomorrow, because circumstances have happened.
What? I'm gonna see if I can track him down. I leave the inn and fly up to get a bird's eye view.
You're not gonna let Coral know?
No, because I don't want him to get away. I can tell Coral later.
Oh, are you talking about Tiny?
Tiny.
Tiny is currently standing in an alley holding a bag, posed, making a humming noise that you think is vaguely supposed to be some sort of song. There's currently a guard staring at him with this look of, the fuck is this guy doing?
Oh. Yeah, I shouldn't talk to him when the guard's around. I need more information, but I'll ask Coral what we should do. I fly back into the inn, and I don't know if Coral's done with the bath or anything. If they aren't, I guess I wait for them to get out. How much time has passed?
So this is after the parade, but just before the meeting with Luna.
Okay. Is Coral done with the bath? Where is Coral, Cameo?
I eventually come out and you see puddles of mud after me, and I am a slightly different color. And I smell of 7 different things at once for whatever forbidden reason.
It's God forbid we figure out how to use soap.
Did you fall in a puddle?
What? No?
Why are you wet?
I just took a bath!
You do that?
Yes! I told you before I do that. Jeez.
Oh. Cool. That's great, we're moving tonight.
North or south of town?
That's the thing. Wherever the castle is, I assume.
Remember, you were told to meet them at the same seedy location as last time?
That's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure we have to go back to that other place. Just let me dry up and then we go, okay?
Okay.
I stand on all fours for a second and shake.
Ah! I take a few steps back.
Roll dexterity. Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh boy. Alright, Dex save. Let's go.
Oh my god. So, Sawtooth, you go from being gray and orange to a lovely shade of turd brown.
Oh, don't do that around me. Look what. Oh. Well, actually, this will help me blend in the night better. Good.
I like how quickly that flipped. It's like, oh god, no! Oh wait, this is useful.
Being a criminal.
How close are you?
Hmm?
Are you paying attention to me at this point? Like, closely or not?
Yeah, I am.
because you might notice a color shift, specifically with my hair.
Go ahead, roll quick perception. Because you did just get covered in brown whatever. You're not entirely sure what it is.
Perception. Let's do a perceive.
Watch that one again.
No. I rolled a 17.
I would say it's, for something like that, it'd be a 10, so yeah, that passes.
Oh,
Some of my hair looks red.
Did you use any main dye just now?
Huh? No, I used whatever the bottles was. They all smell good, so I used all of them.
Oh. Did you read the labels?
For reference, only 2 of them were meant to be used for, like, body wash or shampoo of any kind.
Oh, Coral. Oh. Not all bottles are shampoo. There's some, like, dangerous stuff in bottles that you shouldn't be putting everywhere.
But I smell nicer now.
You do note there's quite a big hint of minty and alcohol.
Jagger.
Oh my.
No, actually, it was meant to be mouthwash.
Oh. You might want to just take another quick bath and just rinse off real quick. Don't use any soap at most, but nothing else.
Which one's the soap?
I was waiting for that.
Was there a bar in there? Like a little...
There's a couple of different bars.
Like about this size?
A couple of different ones.
Yeah, you use those. Just... They get bubbly. You lather them up and boom, soap, you're all clean.
Okay.
But hurry up, because we have crimes to commit.
Loudly announces, we have crimes to commit!
I mean, we have crimes to commit.
The only crime is that this doesn't smell that good!
I think it smells...
It doesn't taste good either! But it was at least tasted decent!
Spit that out, spit it out! No!
I was waiting to see if the because it doesn't smell good, might as well bite it. Child logic.
Does this Dread Realm have poison control? I need to call them.
I would imagine
you're forgetting.
not.
I have an iron stomach compared to y'all.
Yeah, I would imagine that the soap wouldn't be that big of a bother considering she eats carrion.
Spit that out, okay? Spit it out. Spit it out. Spit it. Spit it.
If anything, it's cleaner than some of the things she's eaten.
Fun fact, when I spit out that bar, you notice a tooth on it.
Is that... Did you just lose a tooth?
What?
That tooth wasn't
No, those
there.
are one of the extras. Don't worry about it.
Given
Take it out and put it
age,
in my main.
given the age that it was explained to me that Coral is meant to be, this is like just normal development things, but given that Coral was never given any of this information, Coral would honestly probably assume she has shark teeth, essentially, where they just fall out and replace each other.
Yeah.
I'm gonna... Oh, is that a pony thing too?
Ponies, I'm going to go with yes for this purpose, but
Okay.
IRL, I don't know if horses have baby teeth like that.
Okay, well... Don't
yeah,
go
I'm
biting
not sure.
into non-food things, okay? No biting non-food things.
Well, how am I supposed to know if it's food if I don't bite into it?
I don't know.
Coral over here asking the real questions.
You can always ask me. I'm pretty good at knowing what food is. I'm a food detector. Like these walls, not food. That soap, not food.
Okay, but what about this bar?
Not food. See, I'm really good at this.
Okay, what about this one? I show you a deodorant that already has a bite mark on it.
No, that you don't want to know where that's been. Oh.
No, this one came from the box with the plastic wrap on it.
Okay, just check with me first. I'll let you know if if it's food, and then you can eat it. Okay, deal. All right, go wash off, and we'll go do crimes.
Sawtooth's gonna end up getting caught just trying to tell somebody to do something.
Wow, Sawtooth, just wow.
Hey, at least he didn't get caught.
Well, okay, touche. You win that.
Youch, boy.
I have
Yeah, this is
slightly more
slightly
red in my
painful to
veins.
watch.
You have what?
Slightly more red in my hair. Just slightly.
What exactly did you do just now?
Bathed, like you said.
And what did you put in your hair? Your mane?
Don't worry about it. You see me go into the bathroom and like stuff a box into the corner. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
I said don't worry about it.
Did you use mane dye? I look in there. Can I roll investigation?
Sure. So, I don't actually know what Cameo was referencing with that, so...
So
What do I
there's
see?
a few different beauty products and stuff like that. A couple of more deodorants that have bite marks on it. One of them is completely empty, suggesting that that's just gone for the rest of eternity.
Cameo in there eating beauty products rather than bathing.
But there is also, like, all the soap seems to be unwrapped and most of it's just used. You just see little clumps of it just gone. And you also see powdered soap and dish detergents that is completely fucking empty. And also laundry detergents that is completely fucking empty.
Oh, jeez.
Are you made of metal?
Everything.
Now I need more memes.
What did you do just now?
I bathed, okay? Exactly like you said, I bathed. I used the soap and everything.
What? Okay, show me the soap you used.
I put out the bars.
I have a
Okay,
feeling
shampoos.
the answer is just everything.
Then the dish detergents. Then the clothing detergents.
So the answer is
Some
everything?
hairsprays.
It's all gone.
No, I did not use any of the deodorant. For
No,
very
they didn't
obvious-
taste good.
We're getting thrown out, boys.
Do you know what you look like right now? Is there a mirror in this room?
There is not a mirror in that room, actually.
There's a sink, or there's a sink, right?
I also do want to point out you do have a meeting you need to be at eventually.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, Coral, your hair is long enough where you can like pull it to the side and see it, right?
Not the portion that's red. What's red is near the roots. I love them.
Okay. I fill the sink. I plug the sink and fill it with water. Look at your mane. You put mane dye in there. Look what you've gone and done.
Sawtooth, you do realize she said near the roots. That mane dye, that wouldn't make sense. It would be from the outside of the hair in, rather from the inside of the root of the hair out.
Sawtooth is stupid.
Okay.
Yes.
I was just... I knew this fact, but I just wanted to make sure that that's what you were going for.
What do you have to say for yourself, Coral?
Look at it. Look at my roots, and I'm just like, oh, it's back!
Back?
Yeah, it's back! I lost that a while ago. I didn't know it would come back.
Wait a second. Wait, That's your natural main color?
Hmm?
It was
Guess
just...
so.
Maybe you should take baths a bit more often.
I do take baths often.
How often?
Whenever there's a good enough puddle around.
Okay, we'll talk about this later. Right now we have to get going.
Yeah. You go first.
Okay, I head out the inn and back towards the seedy underbelly of this strange land we find ourselves in.
Okay, so
Once you go, once you're out of the door, I take a bite of another deodorant. At least some of them come in different flavors. This one isn't too bad. Alright, coming.
so we're gonna jump groups again to the legal team. Oh, that's funny that's just something that I can say right now. So, legal team, you have arrived. You're currently. What's up?
You're really calling us that, huh?
That's what you're doing.
We are the legal team. I don't know what you expected.
How is a legal owl different from a legal eagle?
One
owl
specializes in Infernal.
The legal owl will stay up all night to work on your case.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Anyways, if I can get back to my talking.
No, sorry.
Legal team. You are outside the gate at the moment. I'm assuming you are going to declare yourselves to the guards.
I'm also going to present the slip of paper the butler gave me that stated my appointment.
Okay. So you're taken back into the foyer area where the butler had given you that and told to wait. And you wait. And you wait. And about 3.5 hours later, the butler shows up and says, "Oh, good, you're still here. Follow me."
As we're walking there, whispered to Alan, "I have a feeling he didn't want us to be here when he got back."
Most of the prosecutors who don't have a good case usually don't.
Yeah.
So it's not good for us then?
It's potentially a good sign.
Alright.
So the butler leads you through the halls to what appears to be it's a pair of large double doors, but it's placed in such a way that it's pretty obvious that it's probably some sort of throne room. You're led in, and Luna is sitting at the far end on a singular throne. There's also a smaller golden throne set next to her with a plain gold crown sitting atop the cushion. It appears to be set aside as some sort of memorial.
So, is there a crown on Luna's head?
Yes, hers seems to be made of a darker metal. It's possible there's anywhere from iron to just like a painted silver.
Yeah.
But as she's sitting there, she addresses you and asks, "So why are you here again?"
One of my clients who has me on retainer is currently held within your prison.
She rolls her eyes and says, "I have many people in my prison. You're going to have to be more specific. Please do not waste our time."
I'm here to discuss matters of one Lena.
So you say the name. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
We all, or should just Alan?
Go ahead and all three of you roll it. This is a not a passive perception notice thing, by the way. So that is why I said roll. I remember your passive perception.
Oh, wow.
Good job, Yafi.
That doesn't usually happen.
Not rolling for me. Uh-oh.
Is it blocked behind your character sheet?
Oh, sorry.
We're only taking the... Wow. We're only taking the first one.
Yeah.
Aww.
So, Moon, you don't really catch anything. You're a bit too busy putting on your lawyery air. But for Biafi and Win, you notice whenever Lena's name is dropped, it's very subtle, but you can tell like there's a shift in like how she's like approaching this, and her eye just once twitches.
Look over at Yafi, and I like if he looks over at me, then I just shake my head.
I'm assuming that's a signal to not say anything. I just nod.
And Luna, who had been kind of lounging on the throne, kind of leans forward and says, "And what exactly do you want to do about this? You seem to think that you have information that we don't, or have some way of exonerating her, I'm assuming?"
No, of course not. Presumably, if she's in jail, she's already been tried in what I would assume to be a just and fair court. We're just trying to get some information so that way we can update our records to make sure that we have up-to-date information on the matter.
There was no trial. I witnessed the murder myself. And I am the judge.
Pardon me, but you said a murder? Was that a murder?
She looks at the throne and says her companion murdered my sister.
Oh. I'm very sorry to hear that.
It wasn't Lena who murdered her, but a companion to Lena?
She nods and says the three of them were inseparable. One of them is dead and the other is currently rampaging across the countryside.
Otto just pulls out a notepad and a pen from his suit and just starts scribbling down.
Yep.
And
I've also been writing this down.
Who is this individual who's currently rampaging the countryside?
I prefer not to speak his name, but the common folk have begun calling him the Beast.
I mean, you prefer
not speaking his name? Just for sorry to ask, but it's official business.
Okay, all of you were trying to talk over each other, and two of you have terrible mic quality. One at a time. I need all of that back again.
Who's going first?
Can we just get the name once for the record? Or if that's too much, do you mind if I ask the suspected individual so we can make sure we have proper information on this?
We have lots of forums to write.
So I'll hold your thought, Biaffi. She looks over at the butler, who takes out a quill and a piece of paper, writes down a name, and then trots over and hands it to you. On the paper is Shadowfire. It is in fact Shadowfire.
Mm-hmm. I just kind of kneel down so Alan can add it to the pile of papers.
Just put it into my briefcase.
Oh.
Now, there's one last matter. There is one request I would like to make. You see, Lena still has some matters of estates that need to be settled, and presumably with her in jail, all of her assets are in forfeit. So if I can just get with her for maybe 10-15 minutes to clear up some conflicts of estate and inheritance.
So, Moon, you would say that right now you're pretty focused on her, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a perception at disadvantage.
Uh-oh.
Is there like a fancy thing to put in for disadvantage?
So, you're not rolling off of a character sheet right now, are you?
No.
Okay, then you just roll twice.
Ooh, well, that's not bad.
So, you almost miss it, even with as attentive as you're being, but you see just like the barest hint of a smile, and it's not a smile that is friendly either.
So, I was also gonna let you finish, but I gotta.
Did anybody else catch what he like?
I think
all of the important bits went robot.
Yeah, I think he was saying he has to turn into a robot, because that's pretty much all I got.
Transformers, players in disguise.
Okay, is it better?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm looking directly at my microphone. What I'm trying to say is, while he's sort of asking for counsel, I might give him a nudge to maybe not, but he talks, he obviously ignores it. Because, like, it's just a simple ask.
So, Luna and... like, go ahead... Actually, no. Luna, go ahead, nods and says that you can go ahead and speak with Lena if you can. And the butler gestures for you to follow. What do you?
Follow the butler.
Okay.
I guess we're going. I'm going with him.
So
my papers.
You guys take it seems like a very winding path for like the going to the prison, or which would be the palace dungeon. And after about 10 minutes of walking around a building that should not be this big, you realize that he's doing this on purpose to make it hard for you guys to figure out how to get to it before you guys finally descend down a flight of stairs that leads into the dungeon. As previously stated, there are quite a few different creatures in here. There's at least 2 Kirin and a bunch of ponies. Biafi.
Yes.
Roll a perception.
Alright.
And then roll an insight if you pass. I will let you know if you pass. You do not pass.
I did not pass.
And
just humming to myself.
I'm also going to have Win do the same.
I hope you do better than I did.
You've got this, Win.
Is that a ghost? I hear a ghost speaking to us from beyond the grave.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your what do you call it?
What's insight, I believe.
Yes,
is the
insight.
one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So as you were following Otto and the butler, you glance over at one of the cells. It's not easy to see into because of the way the door's made, but you do spot actually both of the shopkeepers that you had recent interactions with.
Oh.
And they look like they've been in there a lot longer than a day or two. and there's something a bit weird going on here. You can't put your hoof on it, but there's something off about this, and it's probably not a good idea to bring attention to it right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Out of character, but yeah, in character.
Okay. So by the time you guys get to the very far end of the dungeon, you finally get to a cell that has no window. It is a solid metal door with no less than 4 locks. As you also, Otto, go ahead and roll a quick perception. This is for hearing. So if you have any kind of hearing, like buffs or whatever.
Owl should have hearing buffs.
Owl's apparently going to roll a nat 20. Yeah, so this guy, the butler, is currently in the process of disarming several glyphs of warding in rapid succession. So, yeah, this place was, like, trapped to hell and back. So, just trying to, say, break the door down would probably take half the prison with it.
Sounds like fun for me. No.
But he then opens the door, and Elena is laying in a pile of dirty hay at the very far end of the cell. You are welcome to approach.
I approach.
Okay. She does not react. She seems to be breathing pretty heavy, too.
Yeah, I don't think I can fit through the door, so I just kind of shove my head in and get a little bit stuck, and I just kind of stay there. Just like, whoa. That's not good.
You also now have provided a privacy block for visual things.
This is true.
3.5 stars. I've seen worse, I've seen better.
I'm gonna say it's maybe like 3/4 cover. No.
I cast Detect Magic on Lena.
So, she is currently under the effect of a sleep spell.
I don't have... Hold on.
Because it tells you the type of magic, and the way she is acting gives you the rest of the information you need.
Yeah, of course I don't have that. Oh well.
Well,
Can
we have a couple of...
Can I, like, gauge, how... if she's injured or anything like that? Is she seriously injured, or...
So,
what's going on?
Roll medicine.
There we go. Get there. Yeah, nope.
Well, other than the obvious bruises, you really can't tell. Medicine was never your forte.
Alright, well, the bumps and bruises are... Alright. So anyway, I think I'll cast a healing word on her, just for safety's sake. I just don't look very good. I'll just... Dang
I thought we were going to get much information out of her.
What else?
Trying to settle the stakes, so we need to talk to her. Preferably in a sound mind.
Is the butler still out there? Can one of you two ask if he can rouse her?
I can, yell over my shoulder, but I'm also stuck. I don't know if he'll be able to get in. Just could you come in here and wake her up a little bit? It's kind of hard to do a consultation when the client is not awake. Just try and shove myself out of the door. It's not letting me cast that spell. Okay. Nope, there we go. Okay.
Okay, thank you. That actually helps out a lot.
Yeah, it'll just be at a healing. Just be at level 1, not doing too much.
Okay. So the butler looks at you and says, For the safety of all involved, I will not be awakening the prisoner. She has currently been heavily sedated because of the casualties she's caused.
Casualties? Similar power to the beast.
Okay.
Christian, I caught none of that.
I assume similar power to the beast.
He actually laughs at that and says, "Oh no, nowhere near." But we have 4 guards in the infirmary at the moment with broken jaws and limbs. One of them has a skull fracture.
That doesn't sound very pleasant. Okay, I just...
We need to have a little team meeting. What do we think?
I think...
I don't know how we're gonna get anything when she's not awake.
We need some form of dream walking. Any of you happen to know a night hag?
Huh?
What is a night hag?
Don't worry about it then.
No. We have a couple, but they're not really present of the mind.
So
are those the ones who aren't exactly awake or asleep though? Those ones standing around?
The drooling ones.
Oh,
wait.
I will say, because of how long Ballistic has been gone, that neither Biaffi or Otto have met Icicle yet.
Yeah, can I do a religious, like just do a religious evaluation of a person I've seen in the past? To see if I can...
Do a religious evaluation of what?
Like, a pony I've seen in, like, previously. Like, to see if I can divine what exactly their religion would be.
So... Yes, you can, if they have something about them that would tell you that. Like, if you can't tell... you just looking at somebody on the street that isn't, say, wearing some sort of religious iconography wouldn't be able to give you an answer. Same concept here.
Okay, so personality doesn't... I was thinking maybe that wizard at the rock shop.
So,
would I be able to guess her religion?
So that one was basically flat emotionless. Like that, all you really got was that something about rocks from her.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough there to give you any kind of clue on like religious tendencies.
I suppose. Okay.
However, you are welcome to go look there and ask her.
Yeah. We might know someone from Rock. Yes, earlier. Alan, to answer your question. Yeah, I had to remember that whole ritual I did for divination.
I also want to point out that that one was a jeweler. The wizard was from the other shop.
No. Nameless, I'm talking about the pony with the wide brim hat.
Yes, point. That's the wizard, not from the rock shop.
Huh?
That was Trixie. I also want to point out. I also want to point out that's one of the 2 that you just saw in a prison cell.
Yeah.
As well.
Just misremembered them. My bad.
Yeah.
Let's see. So that's a no.
I would also recommend, though, you can still go follow up with them because, you just kind of found them in a prison cell and it looks like they've been there a while.
Yeah.
But you also just talked to him pretty much today.
Let me.
Do I need to back out of the cell door again?
Huh?
Do I need to get out of the door again?
No, you're good for now. Actually,
Right.
I do have something Alan that might be. Our poor guy, enthusiastic.
Peace.
Who's wording?
So, what do you think? Is coercion out of the coercion out of the question?
What?
What?
I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about out of character. What the heck are you talking about?
My microphone is helping out. Coercion.
Coercion of who?
The
Are you saying
butler.
you're just saying this in character?
No, I'm whispering it. I have him plugging the door just in an attempt to block out the sound, and I'm sort of trying to whisper to communicate and create a plan.
Why would we be? For what end though? Like, how would that help us? We just tell them to go have a nice day.
Oh, well, I can magically coerce him into waking up like Lena, but I'm asking before I do.
Should the man just disarmed a heavily magical door?
Mm-hmm.
This is a good point.
Yeah, which is why I asked.
Well, if we do, I can help with it, but I mean, do we want to do it?
I can keep her happy for up to about an hour, but I need to stay focused. If that's okay, we might be able to do it.
I also before you guys continue, I also want to point out, but all three of you would know this, but things like Charm Person and other enchantment spells, they will, without it stipulating otherwise, they will remember, and then your cover's blown.
That's fine.
So we want to be out of here by then.
We've already accomplished that. I gave us an hour's time, and I've been discussing this with that pretense. So
We should keep things tame for this cycle.
Hmm.
And then use the information we gather to plan our more drastic actions.
Wait for another time, you're saying?
Exactly.
That seems very reasonable. When we do that, I can assist with that greatly, I think.
The last thing we need is more attention than we can act under.
And it sort of seems things are not nearly as good as we maybe thought they were already. Already pretty bad anyway, but I mean, look at all these people down there. So many.
Yeah. I'd like to talk to one or two of them as well, I think. Just so I can get their story straight, because chronologically, it doesn't make sense that they're down here.
Alright, so I'm backing up out the door. Excuse me, please give me space.
Yep, okay. And
I just wedge myself back.
So the butler, once everybody is out of the cell, locks it, and as he's locking it again, re-engaging all of the trap spells on it, and he turns and says, "Okay, your meeting is finished. I would now ask that you kindly follow me to leave."
Quickly, real quick, I'm sorry. I either have to call myself insane or go talk to two more inmates that I saw, because I saw them less than 3 hours ago, and now all of a sudden it looks like they've spent months in here. So if you wouldn't mind, then I would like your courtesy.
The butler arches an eyebrow And I'm going to say that Moon is the closest to him at the moment. Go ahead and roll a quick perception. Actually, no, insight. Roll insight. Moon?
Moon. Okay.
Yeah, so you don't know what it is that Wynn said, but you know shit's about to hit the fan if you don't do something quick.
Get out of the way again. Hold on. What's going on? See, like, on his face, it's kind of freaking out.
I look at Wynn and then look at the butler, and then I just have this, like, my feathers ruffle, and I look at Wynn with a very stern face and goes, Wynn, this is not proper protocol. You know that if you want to speak to an inmate, you have to submit the proper paperwork and arrange and schedule an appointment in order to see your client. I look at the butler and go, I am so sorry. He's one of our paralegal specialists. He's new to the legal team, still learning the ropes.
Intern.
So,
I'm the intern. We're arguing over our stories. Oh gosh. Alright.
So the butler seems to take a moment to compose himself before saying, yes, if you want to speak to anyone further, you must submit the proper paperwork through the proper channels. For now, I will escort you to the front door. And with that, he starts walking. You do note that the guards are also watching you at the moment, so you might want to follow.
I follow very closely behind, and
I follow.
I kind of have to push Wynn along.
I go back and forth between loudly scolding and quietly, like, whispering.
Apologizing.
So what are you saying?
Oh no, I'm scolding him both times. I'm just making sure that, like, I say much ruder things in a whisper in case anyone's listening. That way it seems like even the shady things I'm doing is still, like, reprimanding him.
So you guys are now outside, away from the gate. There's no guards in visible distance, and you do not hear or detect anything by normal means. What do?
I take a deep breath. Woo!
Yeah, that went well.
I realize it was sensitive information. It must be important.
Let's go back to let's go back to the tavern and discuss our case.
Yeah. I'll be stepping in.
So, you guys, I'm gonna move you over here to signify the recongregation. These two will go out here, and before we get to them, Ice, you wanted to do a thing. Ice, use your voice.
Oh, I was muted. Dang it. Okay. I'm going back to the jail cell where Wind is.
Damn it. I mean, darn it. Damn it.
You are let through without any real, like, they don't really got anything to say. They have other things to deal with. They do seem to be on weirdly high alert, considering that by your party's reckoning, you still have at least another day before the event happens.
So I'm gonna go over to Wind's cell and, hey Wind, I noticed you like experiments. Would you like to help me out?
It all depends. Are you gonna let me out of the cell?
Well, I can't actually. That would kind of go against everything I'm trying to do here. But you can help me from within your cell.
What are you trying to do?
Well, outside of my experiments, I'm planning on, working my way up into the guard and hopefully being next to Luna during the big fight to just kind of have that advantage and see what I can see.
Crystal, you know no one's gonna agree to an experiment if they don't know what it is, right? So what's the experiment?
Oh, you wanted to know what that was. Oh, okay. I was just wondering if you would like we know that Celestia died, remember? Or at least that's what we're hearing. Now, I was wondering if the denizens of these Dread Realms have souls, and if so, what happens to them
Celestia.
when they die?
Different Celestia. Right. Okay.
So, I'm looking for your help in potentially talking to Celestia.
Talking to Celestia, huh?
Yeah.
You know what? How do you plan on doing that?
Well, I kill you,
I'm
and then you
sorry,
say
what?
hi. It's pretty simple. I kill you, and then
Okay,
you
okay.
talk to Celestia, and then time resets, and you're back to normal.
So you want to kill me?
Yes. It'll be therapeutic for me as well.
When just gives you a look of just pure hatred. Just wow. Okay. How did you end up joining us again? You know what? Never mind. Okay.
I joined to help.
Well, it's not like I'm gonna. 1 second. I'm gonna call for one of the guards. Guards.
You actually get ignored.
Yeah. Oh no.
Story of my life.
Fear.
Ouch.
Fine. Do it.
Okay. Please step up to the door so I can stab you. I'll make it nice and quick.
Oh my gosh.
So
Just
for future reference, if you have someone willing to be killed by you, and or somebody that is incapable, 100% incapable, not wearing armor, they're completely unconscious, you can just, I forget the actual name of it, but you basically you just straight up kill them.
Coup de grace.
Yeah, that.
Straight up stab them in the throat.
So this is just a random execution. You know what? You're going to jail after this. You know that, right?
I doubt that somehow.
They don't like.
Okay.
The guards don't like you.
Rest in peace, Wind.
Now he's actually dead. See,
Okay.
I told you. See, Wind, I was correct. You did not die long before.
Before he kills me, I'm gonna tell him that this changes nothing between us, right?
Yeah, sure.
You keep on telling yourself that, buddy.
I don't know exactly where we were beforehand.
All I know is I'm up here and you're down there.
I am alive and you are dead.
Wait, before I agree to this, Nameless, I'm gonna ask you, as a DM, is this going to be permadeath?
Yeah, we do need to know this, because I'm not willing to kill him if it is.
Yeah, if it's permadeath, then no, I'm going to buck him in the head. You know?
I'm not going to answer that.
Oh no.
We roll the dice on it?
No.
Wait.
It isn't an experiment if you know the answer, and it's not a realistic reaction if you know the answer and can go. Well, I know I'm going to survive, so
ask in character.
Okay.
Like, how confident? How much you know about the time loop?
Okay, well, the only thing I know about the time loop is we got revived, but that could mean that it was from being killed by Shadowfire. It doesn't necessarily mean anyone else. If we die from anything else, we'll come back. You know what? It's a win-win for me. I get to haunt someone, or I get to, literally, physically haunt them in person. So it's a win-win.
That's your
I don't
logic?
understand the difference between those two, but
It's a win-win if you get to haunt someone, or if you get to haunt someone?
Yep. Either way,
Okay.
it's a chance to speak with Celestia, so I'll do it.
Huh. Actually, though.
Insane. This is literally insane.
Yes, this is the stupidest thing I've ever done, and
I sure hope somebody knows how to resurrect this guy.
yeah, do you guys have a resurrection spell, like
I don't.
revival or something?
It'll be too
I
late,
sure
but
as heck don't.
if we
No,
do the loop,
not necessarily.
just gone, it'll be too late.
so
We just need a philosopher's stone or something,
so
Just
everybody
wish.
that is not currently here in this moment, please be quiet.
Fine. Okay. I walk up to the cell.
This
And then
is cell door.
Yeah, the cell door. I'd better come back.
and worst comes to worst, you'll just get reincarnated. And in one swift movement, he pulls out Selma and runs Win through.
So, Win,
God.
Yes.
you feel the searing pain of being, stabbed to death by a frog sticker. But after several seconds, you kind of look down at your chest, only to notice that you're on the floor. You are now dead.
So this is the
However,
afterlife.
you have not passed on to an afterlife. Or at least you can assume is
Broke up at the end. But I'm assuming, as you said, assuming as much, right?
yes.
Okay.
You also notice, now that you have had a moment to realize that you are dead, that the world doesn't quite look the same anymore.
How's it look exactly?
Well, for
Like what?
one, it's very hazy and indistinct.
Okay. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to try to stick my hooves through the cage or the cell door.
They pass through without resistance.
Okay, that feels freaky. I'm gonna continue forward, and I'm gonna start looking. Wait, is anyone else there?
So
Can I check to see if anyone else is there?
the only individual you see is, in fact, Ice. And there's something hunched over Ice. You can't quite get a good look at it. It's almost like you're looking at it through a double layer compared to the single layer that you're looking at Ice through.
Is it a figure that's black or something?
Oh, it is black, yes, but that's all you can really tell about it. It's black and hunched over him. Almost looks as if it's riding along on his shoulders or something like that.
I'm gonna try to speak to it,
It is unresponsive.
but okay. Then I'm gonna leave the prison.
Okay. So when you get outside, the first thing you notice is that the sky isn't sky anymore. It appears to be one massive eye.
Oh.
The eye is also very red. It's got a almost a reptilian slit pupil. You also notice that the streets went from being busy and bustling and having very, very large number of ponies just about doing their thing to absolutely nobody.
Okay, well, I'm gonna look at the giant eye in the sky and just say, yeah, none of this was any kind of studies I've done. It can't be normal. I'm gonna make my way through the empty streets.
Okay.
Up and searching around for anyone or anything that's actually is sentient.
So, as you wander around, there's nothing here. Nothing in the streets. There appears to be nothing. Until you come across a group that you actually recognize as your companions. You do notice that for Otto, it almost appears like he has chains around his wrists and ankles, and they trail off into an invisible nothingness. As for the other two, with Win, it seems kind of like dirty and smudged, but he's wearing unnaturally shiny armor compared to what he normally wears, and he has this kind of like almost halo-like glow around him, but you can almost instinctively know it's not his glow. Biaffi looks like Biaffi.
Alright, can I inspect the chains?
They seem to be made of a spectral purple energy, but there's nothing you can do about them. Any attempt to interact with them comes away with a burning pain.
So, you're obviously hiding something?
I mean, he's been pretty blatantly obvious about it, actually.
Yeah, I haven't had much interaction with him yet.
Who?
With Miyafi.
No, that's Otto.
Oh, that's Otto?
Yeah.
Oh.
Miyafi just looks normal.
Oh, okay. Well,
think about those three party members. Otto is a warlock. Miyafi is a bard, and Win is a cleric.
Bard.
I described Otto as having the chains. I described Win as having the shiny armor and halo. And then Biaffi is just Biaffi.
Those are all character traits for their classes. Okay. Well, Wind obviously thinks that Otto is bound by a contract or something.
I mean, Otto has legitimately told you guys that is the case.
Okay.
You just didn't know how literal it was.
Yeah. As far as Win, I don't know what to make of that, honestly.
Okay, think about it. Win is a cleric.
So he's supposed to be holy.
Exactly. He is also a cleric of peace following Cadence, which is a what deity?
A deity of isn't she like the deity of love or something?
We're not talking about her portfolio. We're talking about alignment.
Oh, I know she's good. So
there you go. Hence the holy shiny appearance.
So these are all going to be pretty literal representations then.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to go further into I'm going to go toward the castle.
Okay. So as you go into the castle again, once you pass your companions, you see nothing, nobody. Like, it is a completely empty landscape.
Alright. So,
however, when you do get further in, there is a spot where there are strings attached to seemingly thin air.
I'm gonna head over toward the strings.
There is nothing there that's... like, they seem to be attached to something, but there is nothing there. And any attempt to interact with them don't even make them shift.
I think I get it then. I think I know what's going on. Okay. Well, in that case, I search my surroundings to see where else I can go.
So for all intents and purposes, you can go anywhere you want. You can go find your companions, you can go outside the walls. As long as you are still within the limits of the Dread Realm, you're free to wander that direction.
Okay, well that leaves me with two options. One, I want to go visit Lena.
So I'm going to let you go with the assumption that you know that there is a prison because you've been told about it, and that's where you believe she is, because you don't have all of the information for that yet. But as you go through, there's nobody in there. None of the cells have anybody in them, nothing.
Okay. So Lena's not there at all then.
Correct.
In that case, I'm gonna head over to Princess Luna. Is she Queen Luna or Princess Luna?
You don't actually know where, by reference, she is, and you have not seen anybody that could fit that reference. There is absolutely nobody in the palace right now.
Nobody's in the palace. Kinda almost like these are all illusions, but okay. In that case, I'm gonna leave the palace. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna head out to the wall and out into the to search for the beast.
So, in this state, it's actually really not that difficult to find. After you go over the hill and a little ways of a walk, and I will say you feel no fatigue, you don't feel thirsty, hungry, anything. You just don't feel anything, really. But by the time you get there, you do see you see the cave, but you also see something else that's practically blocking it off. You can feel the malice dripping off of whatever the hell it is. And you have this almost instinctual level of, you really shouldn't touch it.
Okay.
And the closer you get, the stronger that sensation feels. And the harder it is to remember who you were.
I'm gonna back away then.
The further away you get, the closer to being relatively normal you feel. You do see the occasional flicker of blue flame from somewhere deep within the cave through the thing that's in the door, but whatever it is, you're not going to be able to get through it, especially not alone.
Okay. I think I have a plan then. For now, I'll leave it alone. I think it's probably better if I try to come back with someone else.
I'd also I would recommend, because I feel like there are at least a couple of people that after those descriptions are like I kind of want him to come look at mine. So you may want to go find your companions.
Yeah, I'm gonna go first. We're gonna start off. I'm gonna head over to find Coral.
So Coral is a bit interesting, and Coral is also with Sawtooth at the time. With Coral, there's two major things that kind of you don't see with like her just normal her. The first being a massive white wolf. She's you recognize her as Sweetheart, and she's not particularly clear. Like you saw her more clearly when you saw her in the other Dread Realm than you are right now. You can tell that she seems aware that you are around, but not like what or who or even like where you are, because she like looks around but doesn't really react or look directly at you.
I'm guessing she can't hear me.
That would probably be a safe assumption, considering that for all intents and purposes, you being dead, you've shifted planes, and astral projection would be an accurate description of it, but not quite correct.
All right.
Think of it as there are different layers of this reality, and you've been moved to another one by dying.
All right.
The other thing. Hold on. I haven't finished with Corals. The other thing with Corals is she. So you remember like Luna, Celestia, the yoke thing that they wear?
Yeah.
She's wearing a version of that, but instead of being made of any kind of metal, it's made of blue flames, and emblazoned on it is Shadowfire's cutie mark. It looks less of a symbol of like being trapped and more of just like kind of like a symbol of being a part of something. Who left? Who'd we lose? Okay. Cap. But yeah, it's not quite the same as what you saw on Otto, but you do. It is reminiscent of of it, but not quite the same. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm kind of lost where I was going with that sentence. Sawtooth is standing nearby as well. They both look like they're headed somewhere in a hurry. And Sawtooth's character almost looks like there's 3 of them, all superimposed over the top of each other. One of them is kind of horrifying to look at. It's got like skeletal body. It almost reminds you of looking at Gaster. And the next one doesn't really, like, it's shaped like a pony, but like looks different. And then the third one looks like the Sawtooth that you know and love. And they seem to just be layered on top of each other, like superimposed over each other. There's also like Sawtooth is also wearing a very similar, though much harder to see and much smaller and like less grand, almost looks more like a band that lays across their chest and then ends in the cutie mark symbol of Shadowfire as well. Kind of implying like not quite warlock, but like still attached in some way. You also notice while looking at Sawtooth that it almost looks like there's barbed wire wrapped around one hoof. And it trails off much like the chains do. You're welcome to roll a quick investigation to see if you spot that on Coral as well. Because there's a lot going on with Coral, so you'd be forgiven to have missed it, considering that on Sawtooth, even then, it is still hard to see.
I'm gonna use Lucky.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Really? Well, not feeling lucky. Remind me never to do that again.
So Coral also has the barbed wire, because the 10 was enough to pass.
Oh, okay.
It was basically you had to stop looking at, the giant wolf and flaming collar that she was wearing. I don't actually know what it is that the sisters wear, so...
You're talking about the thing around their necks, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I know as a whole, the boots, the crown, the collar thing is called regalia, but I don't know...
Kind of like a chest plate or something?
Yeah, I mean, I just always saw it as decorative.
Yeah. But, yeah, once you take the time to stop staring at all of that, you notice that the barbed wire is around her ankle as well. And I'm going to go ahead and just say it. Your other 2 companions that you've seen so far, or 3 companions, all have the same.
Okay. I know what this is all about.
Can I look down at my own hoof?
You also have that.
Okay. So this is...
I will also note that Otto has no such barbed wire.
Okay, that pretty much seals it. I know what it is then.
You do also have 2 other companions I will allow you to look at, despite the fact that they are poo-brained.
Okay. Let's start with Glace.
So, Glace pretty much just looks like Glace, although there is just like this almost a nebula around them. You can tell that every so often their horns almost give off like a mage hand kind of effect to manipulate this nebula. But for the most part, it just seems to be around them constantly. And again, they have the barbed wire around their hoof. Although with Glace, it's a lot thicker, it's easier to see, and there's one on a different hoof. So, like, there's 2 hooves that have the barbed wire around it. You want to look at Icicle now?
Yes.
So, when you get to Icicle... So, he's not really well known for wearing armor to begin with, but he does have, like, a waterproofed armor that shows the symbols of Luna, normally. Here, his armor is filthy. There's no shine to it, there's no sparkle, there's no light. It is blackened. There's no sign of the light that you saw from when? Took me a minute to remember who I was about to say. There's none of that light. None of that like Wynn had some dirt on his armor, but like Wynn still shone with more light than any of the others combined. But there are spots in Icicle's armor that almost look like a lack of light. And I'm going to send you a picture of the thing standing over his shoulder that reminds you a lot of Sweetheart. Let's see.
Only worse. I have no idea.
I think I already know what the barbed wire is.
He also has the barbed wire as well, but
yeah. As far as the entity,
nice.
He should be in here, right? There it is. Now imagine that, just stick it through like one of those drunk goggle lenses.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah. And that is just like hunched over his shoulder in much the same way that Sweetheart was standing over Coral's shoulder.
It's like I don't know my companions as well as I thought I did.
You don't say.
Wow.
Lefty.
There's one last person I want to try to see if I can find then.
And who is that?
Celestia.
I'm gonna tell you now, Celestia is not here.
So she
Celestia,
actually is dead.
she was killed in this timeline, yes. However,
Okay.
the circumstances are not as cut and dry as some people would like you to believe.
I figured as much.
Just so we're not spending like, oh, she might be over here, over there. She's not here.
Yeah, that's why I just went ahead and asked. I don't want to spend that much time looking around like that. Okay.
Yep. And since you're dead at the moment, there's not really much else you can do.
Yeah.
So we're
Now
going
you're
to. What's up?
I said, now your job is to be dead.
I diagnose you with dead.
Back in the world of the living, Crystal, all you see is he drops dead.
Yep.
You just said a little jig.
Now we're going to move on to Coral and Sawtooth. You both feel a chill, and that's all that you know of, the dead wind coming past.
Dead wind.
I will also say for Otto, you feel every time the chains get interacted with, and it is not a comfortable feeling.
Damn it, I'm working on it!
I'll pay him off eventually, I swear.
But Coral and Sawtooth, you guys are on your way back to the tavern.
Okay. Oh.
The tavern with the criminals, not the tavern that you guys are staying at. By the way, I just so there's no confusion.
Yeah, no, I understand. Coral, I need you to understand something. These people we're working with, I mean, we are a team, but our main team comes first. We share everything that happens in the criminal team with the non-criminal team, and nothing about the non-criminal team with the criminal team. Do you understand?
I can keep my word. I can keep my secrets.
Okay. They can't know that we have any ulterior motives. We're just here to earn a quick buck, right?
I really hope
Looks
you're not
away
saying
for a
this
moment.
in front of them.
No. We're on our way there. We're not there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? What's up?
I look away for a moment and then look back. Do you think we're gonna actually have to do it?
You mean get the gems from the crown?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I'd rather just kill her.
Kill Luna?
Yeah.
There's... We've been over this, right? There's really... I don't think that would help us, and it could potentially hurt us a lot.
But, like, how, though?
Well, say this isn't just Shadowfire's Dread Realm, but it's also Luna's Dread Realm. What happens if you kill someone in their own Dread Realm? We don't know. It's never happened. We always knock them unconscious, and that seems to set things straight somehow. But we don't know if they die, if they stay dead or what. We We can't make that kind of risk. There's got to be a way to get out of this without killing anyone. So yeah, we're gonna go in there, steal the gems, maybe free Lena if we can, and then walk away.
If Shadowfire says otherwise, I'm killing her.
Wait, say that again?
If Shadowfire says otherwise, I'm killing her.
Well, we can't exactly talk to Shadowfire right now. Well, I mean, we could, but I don't want to use the pendant on this. I don't think he would know what to say in this situation anyway. Things are just hidden here. We have to find them out ourselves.
It's a whole deodorant thing.
What? Did you just say it's a whole deodorant thing?
I think she said like the whole deodorant thing. She's really funny.
Either way, I was not ready for that.
What?
Never ready for me! No one's ever ready for me! Ha!
What do you mean by that?
Oh, that was great.
That stuff's not for eating, you know, right?
Gosh.
I mean, like, some of the flavors are not meant for eating, others are okay.
Oh, man.
See, and you don't find out until it's too late, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is different. What if, when you took the bite into a bad flavor of deodorant, time reset to where you never took that bite? See?
Oh, no. Here we go.
If you're right and we're wrong, we'll just have another chance anyway.
Hope they get better flavors this time around.
I promise, not killing Luna will be the best flavor of deodorant you've ever eaten.
By the way, how are you even supposed to use deodorant?
Yeah, okay. You're supposed to put it, like, where it's stinky, like, under your arms.
But there's shampoo for that. It's soap.
I'll tell you another time. Let's just make sure we get there on time.
Okay. So, you guys have arrived, and Tiny and Spectre are both sitting, waiting for you. This time there's actually a third pony, though.
Who's the third one?
The third one looks at Spectre and goes, "These are the ones that you told me about?"
They took a shower.
Hi, Sawtooth, Coral, nice to meet y'all.
He looks you up and down before offering a hoof and saying, well, they call me Light Hoof mostly because I won't tell them my actual name.
What's your actual name?
That's none of your business.
Oh, right.
Thankfully, some idiot decided to let me out of my cell, so I'm actually going to be able to help this time.
Oof. I wonder if it's one of our old idiots.
Wait a second. Is this idiot light blue with a dark blue and white mane by any chance?
So, Lighthoof cocks an eyebrow and goes, "You know him?"
Oh, did he get himself killed this time?
Old work.
No clue. I left him with the angry city watch.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
Maybe just in jail. Let's not jump to conclusions here.
If he's this stupid, he's gonna be dead.
I mean, he was really stupid. All I had to do was tell him I was going to give him information if he opened the door, and he opened the door.
Hey!
You don't exist
Yeah,
here.
that was probably him. And anyway,
I just
That's
nod my
not-
head in
It was probably
disapproval.
him.
I'm ready to make some money.
So, I'm sorry. I just had.
No, that's
DM has to
beautiful.
compose himself.
That was wonderful.
So
I miss.
they open up a map and like they start laying out this complex plan, but your part's boiled down to essentially Sawtooth is supposed to fly over the walls to see if he can get in from the top, while Tiny and Coral make a distraction, and the other two work their way through the lower portions of the castle.
The other two?
Yeah, Lightfoot and Spectre.
Okay,
Alright.
5 plus total. Right, okay.
Yes.
What do you mean from above? What exactly am I looking for? Like an open window?
Oh, look! He has a brain! Says Spectre.
It will only work for 2 minutes. Be fast.
Professional criminal here. Let's get to the topic.
Lightfoot rolls his eyes and says, "Yes, you will be going in through whatever open window you can find. Be careful, because we don't know who's in there. And I'd rather not find out if you can keep your mouth shut for their interrogator." He kind of shivers and rubs a hoof that you notice is pretty badly split at the moment.
Ooh.
How did that happen?
I cover his mouth like, bruh.
Lighthoof gives you a
slowly
dirty
push him
look
away.
and says, "Just don't get caught and you won't find out."
I have my ways out of things. So what do I do once I'm in?
Look for the crown. If you're going through the top, you might want to look for the royal chambers.
Okay. I can do that.
So we're gonna do a bit of a jump to the night and have you guys just set up so that I don't have to try and play 3 characters at once. And we're gonna start with Coral. So
Alright.
you and Tiny are standing out front, and you're supposed to make a scene. Tiny looks at you and asks, "So what were we supposed to do again?"
Uh-oh.
We're destroying the wall and make a big fuss.
Tiny looks at you, grins, stands on his hind hoofs in a power pose, yells, "Yeah!" and then just charges straight face first into the wall, which, to your surprise, actually shudders from the impact.
Wow.
Make the wall down! Yeah!
It does not have the same.
Take out my mace and start swinging. Like we're gonna destroy the fucking shit.
Gosh.
So, the guards are now converging on your area. Sawtooth, it is, you are now well above, you see this entire shit show happen. It is now your time to make good on your speed and find a way in.
Alright, I take a look at the building as a whole and quickly try to find where I think the royals would be kept, where they would stay. The throne room. Should I roll something for that?
Go ahead and roll we'll go with perception.
Alright.
Actually, roll perception and investigation.
We got it.
Okay. So, as you're flying around, you do find a chamber where, at first, all you see is Luna, who is currently talking to somebody, before a very familiar sight happens, as a whoosh of green flame, and it's no longer Luna, You're looking at Chrysalis.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I knew it.
Shit. I fly far out of sight. Not too far, but
you're not currently spotted. But do you want to fly away with potential information in front of you? All you would need to do is roll stealth. And as long as you don't nat 1, they're not actively looking for you, and their attention is drawn by something else at the moment. So as long as you don't fuck it up royally, you should be able to actually get some information.
I stay away from that area of the castle, but I would like to look and guess at where a prison area might be.
So at the base of one of the walls, you do spot grating. It's a good guess that there's probably an underground dungeon there somewhere.
But it's very heavily fortified.
I mean, you're not getting in from the outside.
Oh, shit, what do I do? I fly around and look for an open window away from Luna. Quote-unquote Luna.
So you do find a open window in a tower on the 3rd floor.
I silently glide in.
Roll stealth.
Check my surroundings.
Watch this.
Okay.
Ooh, hey.
He's a rogue. Rogues are good at sneak because it is a dex thing.
I take the form, as long as no one's around me, I take the form of a royal guard.
Okay.
Just one that I saw. I was looking at the calamity beneath.
Okay.
What do I see?
So right now you are standing in a stairwell. So you see stairs.
Up or downstairs?
Both. You are standing in a stairwell.
Yes, that is how that works. I go downstairs.
Okay. So downstairs, it appears to be some sort of kitchen.
And that's where it stops?
I mean, that's where the stairs end. All you said was you go downstairs. So
okay,
that is what is downstairs.
I fly around the kitchen to see what doors there are.
There seem to be 2 doors. One of them leads to what looks like a pantry, and the other leads to a larger room with what appears to be... It's not a banquet hall, but it is a larger, chow area. It looks like it's meant more for the royal guard instead of the city watch. Currently, there's only a handful of guards. I also will... I'll be nice this time and caution you that you need to be very careful about what you say, otherwise you will potentially tip them off that you're not who you seem to be.
I see, looking into the room, do I see any ways out of it besides the door? Do I see any other doors?
Yes, there are other doors.
How many?
4.
I walk in and take the first door on my left, whichever that happens to be, casually, slowly walking through.
Okay, so this leads out into a hallway. Nothing fancy at the moment, because it's not the it's not an area that most people would be in. But it does eventually lead to another door that leads you into an armory.
Oh.
And this place seems pretty stacked. Although you do notice something in the very far corner that looks a bit odd and out of place. It just seems to be a bunch of round objects. And it doesn't look like helmets or anything like that. They're just round, brown objects. Do you want to take a closer look, or do you want to move on to the next room?
Just rolled investigation.
Okay.
I bet they're eggs.
Yeah. These are bombs. And lots of them. Like, once you start shifting the boxes around it, you realize about half this armory is filled with explosives.
Where's Quillian when you need him?
Really not eggs. Okay.
And for further reference, this seems like a very odd thing to be in any kind of armory, considering the general use for explosives is not in war at this time. They're also very large for, like, a grenade. They're about a foot in diameter. If you were going to do anything with these, you'd probably end up doing something along the lines of loading them in a catapult or a trebuchet, or planting them around an enemy camp while they're asleep to blow them up. Something to that effect.
Okay, what other things are in the room? Are there any, like, spears or just some weapon I can grab?
Oh, there's all kinds of different weapons in here. Spears, swords, knives, several axes, glaives, things like that.
Which one looks like it'd do the most damage?
I mean, they're all sharp, pointy objects with harmful edges.
The bombs, yeah. Besides those. Okay, go through the list again.
What are you looking for specifically? You're looking for something. You need to tell me what that is that you're looking for.
A weapon for me to leave the room with?
I mean, at that point, you could literally just grab any of them.
Okay,
it is. I will also note that you do find a box of fuses, because it seems like the explosives do not have fuses in them yet. There is a hole for it, but there is no fuse in them. Said box of fuse also comes with the stuff to light it.
I grab all the fuses.
Okay. So you now have a substantial bundle of fuses that you can hide in your bag, but if anybody goes and looks too closely, they will see it.
Okay. So I grab a spear and leave the room.
Okay.
I carefully walk to the next door on my left, whichever that may be.
Okay. So this gets you out into a much fancier looking area. You can see a couple of servants moving around. Because it's late, it's not really bustling, but it does make sense for, like, because they're just moving around, cleaning, putting things away. Like, they're definitely, like, finishing up for the day. These are just, like, last minute cleaning things so that they can go to bed. You also see what appears to be a night shift of guards on their way through, and one of them looks at you and says, "Oh, you headed for guard duty, Whitey?"
Sure.
Yeah, last I saw, Luna was in a pretty bad mood, so I'd be careful tonight. Try not to wake her up this time.
Yeah. I'll definitely be careful of that. Thanks for the heads up.
Yes, apparently some moron almost blew. He looks around for a moment as waiting for the servants to leave the room and says he almost blew our cover.
Really?
He nods. Some owl thing brought a yak and a pony in here, and the pony went nuts because he saw somebody we had locked up.
An owl and a yak? Wait. How did they almost blow our cover?
Well, he thought he recognized the replacements in the cells.
Oh, that could have been really bad.
Yeah, but you better get back to your post before Luna. Before Luna notices.
Good thinking. And I walk away.
So, what do?
Holy shit.
Other than heart attack, what do?
Yeah, I just realized that it's not just Luna. I'm surrounded by them. Oh god.
Surrounded by idiots.
On a not in character note, though, if your disguise as a changeling for whatever fucking reason drops, you'd be fine.
Say that again?
You make some pretty bold assumptions there.
Wait,
Yeah.
I can't. That's the thing, because like I'm reformed, so like they'd be like, what the hell is this thing?
Straight up have to turn into an unreformed changeling.
Yeah. No,
Even
yeah,
that's
no.
kind of an assumption.
If I drop my cover, I would take the form of an unreformed changeling. So I wouldn't be dropping my cover. Okay, so I check out the third room.
So it seems you have found your way to the front door. You can hear the sounds of explosions and also of both Tiny and Coral yelling and screaming as they lead the guards on a merry chase through the courtyard.
Oh god, okay. Front door, does that mean kind of close to the throne room?
You don't know that.
Okay, I'd take a look around then.
So you do find another door that leads like directly from the front door, and it leads further into the palace. And then there is a stairwell.
Or down.
This one goes up.
I go upstairs.
Okay. So, as you are headed up, you realize this one goes really up. And it deposits you onto the roof of one of the towers at the front of the castle.
That didn't do much good. I'm gonna retrace my steps and go back to the room with the 4 doors and go through the 4th door. Just casually walking.
Okay. So this leads you through a series of hallways that are they're pretty obviously meant for the guards and servants into the throne room. There's currently nobody in there, and as far as you can tell, nobody's going to be there for a while because all the curtains have been drawn, everything's closed up. So, what do?
I investigate. I look around the throne, see what's in the room.
So, looking around at just a cursory glance, you can see the 2 thrones. The golden crown is still there. Other than that, though, there's really not much here. There is the door out, and there's also a door behind the throne.
Door behind the throne?
Yes.
I pick up the crown.
It doesn't move.
I pull at the crown.
It doesn't budge. On closer inspection, you notice that the inside of the crown has been bolted into the seat of the throne. It is very obvious nobody is meant to sit here.
I take out my thieves' kit, pulls out a small tool, and tries to wedge the stones off of the crown.
There is no stones on the golden crown.
Oh. I don't do that then. Dang it.
The crown you're looking for is the crown that Luna wears. Or Chrysalis, I should say.
Wait a second. I'm just supposed to... How is that gonna work? I listen through the door to see if there's anyone on the other side.
You don't hear anything.
I take a peek. I open the door and take a peek through.
So, on the other side is a short hallway that is very lavishly decorated and a set of stairs. This one spirals up into what appears to be another tower. Given what you can guess of your position, this is probably the central tower that you saw Chrysalis in.
Oh, there's no way I'm actually doing this. There's no way I can't just...
Roll perception.
Okay.
You hear something whistling. Roll a dexterity saving throw. You just barely manage as a large rock pings off the door where your head had been a moment before. You also hear a quiet curse from the other side of the room.
The side I'd come from, or
yes,
the Chrysalis side?
The side that you came from.
Oh.
You were standing on the Chrysalis throne side. This is from the front door side.
I take a look.
You see your two companions. Both of them are pulling out weapons.
They're in the throne room?
Yes, and they've seen you.
And it's just them?
Yes. It's just the two of them.
Which two companions? Is it Tiny and Coral?
No, it's the other two. Spectre and Lighthoof.
I fly over to them and speak in whispers. Guys, the queen is wearing the crown right now. How do I... She's
Roll a
right
dexterity saving throw as you get close.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, oops. I understand what this is.
You just barely managed to avoid getting stabbed again. Well,
hold it, it's me. It's me. This is my disguise. I'm the Shadow Bolt. Not the Shadow Bolt. The Washout.
Oh my gosh.
Just pretend I'd said Washout there.
So the two of them look at each other and then ask, "Where'd you meet us?"
At the tavern. And the big one had all the burgers, and I was with the
Spectre Facehoof said that and says, "Yes, it's God damn it. The fuck are you doing looking like that? How do you... You know what? I don't want to know."
Yeah. What am I supposed to do here? The queen is wearing the crown, and that one, there's no use with that one. It's bolted in, and I don't know if it's even... There are no gems to take off of it. What am I supposed to do here?
They look at each other and then look at you and say, "Don't you remember we told you that there's a case? They put the crown in a case in a special room." For reference, they did not tell you this.
Okay, good. Oh, wait, yeah. So she's not wearing her crown right now?
No, it's... Do you think a princess would sleep in their regalia? That shit's uncomfortable.
How do I know she's... I don't think she's sleeping unless she just started falling asleep. I saw her awake.
But she's probably yelling at some minion or whatever. As long as we don't get caught, we're good. We could care less about her.
Where's this crown? Where's this room that you're talking about?
But we're gonna have you go up and play lookout. You can relieve whatever guards up there so that way we can make sure that we don't get caught trying to steal it. Besides,
so you're gonna take the crown, and I'm gonna go outside and keep things clear.
You're going to go upstairs. The hell would we want you outside for?
I just really don't want to go upstairs.
We're not telling you to go get in bed with her. Just go stand in front of the door.
Okay. All right. Well, here I go.
So,
and I back down the hallway into the.
They follow you up, and about halfway up, they stop at a door, and say, "The rest of the way up for you. Spectre will be up there if anything goes wrong or we need you or whatever. Once we're done."
And we're splitting this 5 ways evenly, right?
All we planned to give Tiny was a burger, so he's dumb enough that he thinks that's his share. So
4 ways. Got it. I keep going up the stairs.
So when you get to there, you can still hear her. She is actively yelling at someone, and it is in Chrysalis's voice. The general gist of what you can make out is basically that something needs to be done about the trio that showed up to speak with her about Lena. And you can hear the sound of it's the butler's voice, but you don't know who the butler is. But basically, he's trying to avoid getting hit by things being thrown around the room, and you can hear it because it's punctuated. Every sentence seems to be punctuated with the sound of something going smash.
Oh God! I hope I'd never hear that voice again.
Go ahead. So it's about 5 minutes later. Roll a quick perception, because everything seems to have quieted down a bit, and it's a lot harder to hear. So, Chrysalis seems to have settled down enough that she says, "We can't afford to have anybody questioning what is going on here. And who hires a lawyer that looks like he belongs in a tree?" He pauses for a moment before continuing. "If they question whether or not the beast is actually responsible for any of this, we could have a revolt on our hands." You can hear the butler stutter something before she says, "Perhaps we should antagonize him again. Put a bit of a more, what's the word I'm looking for? A bit of a different focus. They're busy dealing with him. They won't have time to question me or anybody else. You're dismissed." And you hear the sound of a door opening and closing, but you don't actually see anybody come through, implying that there are other ways in and out of that room. You then feel something tapping on your shoulder. Spectre looks at you gives you a dirty look and shushes before gesturing.
Scared me.
He hisses "shut up" through his teeth before sneaking it down
I follow.
So they lead you out, but in the meantime, when they get to the courtyard, they do fire something into the air that explodes in a bright light. And now we're back to Tiny and Coral. You're about halfway through the town at the moment. Tiny has somehow lit his tail on fire through it all, and is a bit preoccupied, doesn't notice the flare go off. The flare is meant to be the signal of you can lose the guards now. What do?
How close are the guards to me?
You just rounded a corner into an alley, and as of right now, they are not in immediate sight. So, doing something to just kind of disappear would be fairly effective, especially if you just leave Tiny to run around on fire.
I take off my clothes, put them on, take out my clothes from the pouch, put them on, and ditch Tiny.
Okay. So the guards all go thundering past you because they're looking for somebody that doesn't have clothes on, and they didn't think they were gone. You were out of sight long enough to have made a complete wardrobe change. So they're not questioning it. There's an on fire earth pony in front of them. Anyways,
How many guards are there?
at least 40. You got the entire palace worth of guards to start running out for the most part. Between, you and then Tiny trying to bring the wall down with his face, it was a pretty good distraction. Now you need to meet up with Satu.
I kind of want to leave him one last thing. But I'm afraid Tiny would use it wrong, so I'm just gonna go.
Okay. So, you guys meet back at the tavern in the allotted meeting place, and a very scorched-looking Tiny. You don't know how he managed it, but he comes through the floor above and lands on the bar.
Nice. I give him a thumbs up like, hell yeah!
Oh my god.
But, Sawtooth, you are in the tavern already with the other two as Coral walks in and Tiny makes his entrance.
At a certain point, I was able to basically find a small area where no one would see me and go back to my Pegasus washout look.
Yes.
Okay.
So they have 3 stones. One of them is in the shape of a crescent, very reminiscent of a waning moon. But they tell you that good job, all that, and they will be getting back to you once they are able to sell it. But selling it right now is a really bad idea.
So, how much do you think you can get him for?
He looks at the gemstones and pushes 2 of them to one side and says about 350 for each of those. But this one, and he lifts up the crescent one. This one's the real prize. 150,000 gold for this.
No way. We're rich. When will you be able to sell them?
Well, we kind of have to wait for it to die down a bit.
And how long will that take?
Hard to tell. Once they notice they're gone in the morning, it's probably going to be a few days.
Right. A few days.
A very cheesy smile on my face.
I will also note for both of you, actually, if you would like to steal the gemstones from them before you leave, sleight of hand or claw, hoof, whatever you happen to have. So. Otherwise, you would be headed back to reconvene with the rest of your party.
I'll let them. I got enough destruction in through my system.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. You go ahead, you go home, I'll stick around a bit longer, I think.
Yeah. I go to see if they got better flavors of deodorant now.
So how long would it take to get from one tavern to our tavern, to the other?
It's about 15-20 minutes to walk from one tavern to the other.
So I wait that amount of time.
Okay.
Woo! Look at that!
Yeah, you got all three of them.
Oh, yikes. Holy crap.
I got 31, dude! Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
You are a rogue.
Yeah, okay, so, that means I can leave casually without them noticing, so I don't have to run, right?
Oh yeah, you pickpocketed them clean. You also made an extra 50 gold off of it because one of them had 50 gold in their pockets. You walk away with the gems, 50 gold, and they are none the wiser.
That is some solid thieving right there.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you, fellas.
They both nod. And go ahead and roll a quick insight.
Okay.
Yeah, they weren't planning to split any of it with you.
Yeah, it's a surprise there.
Yeah.
No surprise, I just wanted to destroy, so I do it anyway.
So, I make my way back to the inn.
Okay, so...
I mean, the town.
Depending where you are, you might notice the door of the bathroom is open.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Yafi was in there, he just, "Oi, I got out, what are you doing? Trying to use the deodorant here, get out of here." What are you doing? Stop it! He just chased you out of there. I just chased you out of there and you got like a bunch of deodorant and stuff in your arms. Like, get that back on in. I was using that.
Also, there is deodorant in my hair at like 3 different places and in between my wings.
No,
I walk away for 2 seconds. What are you doing?
Okay, one.
That was personal deodorant. That's my favorite one.
I'm sorry, I love this. Oh, the accent just makes it so much better.
Right, I love it.
Yeah, for those of you who are not upstairs, all you hear is like muffled shouting, and then just boom, 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 as I'm running around upstairs. Just
Oh, and the one thing
The
you guys
entire
can
inn
hear
is shaking
clearly,
at the moment.
yeah,
the only thing that you guys can hear clearly is freaking flavor! It's all about the flavor! That's all you hear clearly. That's the only thing you can hear clearly.
There's little bits of plaster coming off of the ceiling. Just
Oh no.
This is perfect.
Well, I guess I didn't miss much here, did I?
Out of character, high five cameo.
High five! Hell yeah!
Yeah, baby.
Alright. So are we all reconvening at the end of the day?
Those of you that can. We got
Okay,
one
so-
dead and 2 poo-brained. Technically 3.
Okay. I'm not even gonna ask what you're doing, Coral. Come on, let's talk about what we found out.
Wait, taste this one. Taste this one. It's good.
I am not.
Biaffi had it. It's really, really good. Where are you?
What? What? What do you mean?
No.
I had it?
Come on, try it. It's really good.
There's lots of hair attached to that deodorant.
Oh no! Stop.
Not all of it's even Biaffi's either. I'm suggesting
Yeah,
that I
I'm
might
pretty
have
sure.
used it too.
A solid chunk of that is probably not mine.
Oh no! Let's just
I'm just silently mourning my jokes. Oh.
let's talk about what we found. Crystal. Where's Wind?
As I said earlier to others, he is dead.
What?
We tried to join the watch, and he got tasked with guarding the cells, and first 5 minutes he let somebody out.
So out. I knew it was him.
Oh,
It.
I worked with it. I worked with one of the people. I worked with the one he let out. Oh,
what?
and okay, but he'll be back in the next time loop, right?
Yeah, as long as we don't actually solve this one or whatever we do.
God, that's gonna be traumatizing. Was it quick and painless at least, or did he suffer?
I think it was painless. He was kind of a dog pile, so I'm not sure.
That's uncomfy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Wynn's in the
Anyways.
background. You piece of shit!
Because I want you, mother.
Ghost glare.
Perfect.
I can see the exact image of my mind.
Which, technically speaking, he could be in the room if he wanted to be.
Yeah. Considering he has nothing really else to watch, he probably is.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
can't.
it's
really-
not like they.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like they have
Wynn's the
soap operas in
background.
this. Yeah, it's not like they have soap operas in this dread realm.
We are the soap opera.
Fun fact:
May as well be.
I'm rubbing the deodorant on myself. And guess what?
I've given up with that one.
There goes my gag.
I am
Nice, yeah.
also rubbing the deodorant on this one.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Apparently, you stink, Ice.
I'm still mourning my deodorant. It's my favorite
Gonna
deodorant.
dodge.
It smells exactly like a nice brown ale. My pa gave it to me from my My pa gave it to me from my last Jack Schnuberfest.
So, Otto, how did it? Did y'all were you able to free Lena?
Well, not exactly.
What happened? What went down? Let me guess. You saw some of the people you saw earlier and got really confused.
That's it.
You gotta give Moon a moment to process.
Moon wouldn't even know about that necessarily. No, I don't know.
I mean,
I guess I'm talking to Win too.
Win isn't here,
Right. Okay,
but
so-
Win did kind of blurt it out like that.
Wynn seemed a bit confused and frustrated, and things got a bit tense when it was brought up.
Yeah. Okay. I have some tea for y'all. Let's make sure you're listening, okay?
Hatuf, before you start, you also need some of this.
No.
You're
I'm
gonna be
just-
deodorized whether you want it or not.
I'm in the air flapping away like
As
I've
if
got-
I do not have wings. I just look at
She's got
you.
wings too, you dork.
but I'm faster than you. I'm faster than you. Look at me go.
He's just gonna. She's just gonna wait until you're not paying attention.
Get why
Okay.
you need this when you always smell good. I tell that to Biaffi.
That's really
Oh.
sweet.
Oh, I appreciate that, but you haven't really smelled me after a few days without a nice bath,
I'm pretty sure you stay clean. Unlike that one over there. Get over here!
No.
For reference, Sawtooth is still currently covered in a slurry of brown something.
Yeah,
It's dried and is kind of cracking and peeling a little bit, but it doesn't look very...
If I'm gross and dirty, it's not my fault. It would be yours.
Just what exactly happened to you?
This thing shook like a dog all over me.
Yeah, got you! Ha ha!
No.
Well,
Okay.
I only shook because I needed to get dry.
Dexterity saving throw, Sawtooth, and we'll go with either athletics or acrobatics for Coral.
Rolling so well tonight.
Watch your net 20 now.
Good gravy.
Swear,
Oh my god, it happened! It fucking happened! You have been deodorized!
Okay. Alright, well, now that we've gotten that out of the way.
That is glorious. And
I did not use Biaffi's deodorant on you. I used a whole different one.
And it's all gone now. There's
Right,
nothing left of it.
Everyone gather. Middle of the room. Let's go.
Alright.
One of the better flavors because you desperately need it.
I figured that's who it was.
Waiting.
Alright. I have a question for you all. How many of you know what a changeling is?
Gaffney just kind of gasps a little bit, not because he actually knows, but he's heard stories about changelings that are wildly inaccurate.
Also, Moon, assume general D&D information.
Yeah. Anything that shares a name or a concept, I just assume it's the book, like, base D&D version.
So
No, you have no idea, Ice.
Yeah,
So
just
no-
making sure.
no one knows what a changeling is then, huh?
No.
You haven't had a
Yeah,
chance
the
for
ones-
anybody to say anything.
They're the ones that are 20 feet tall. Oh,
You wait, what was that? What was that, Biaffi?
well, I've heard all kinds of stories about changelings.
Like what?
Oh, they're huge, monstrous things with fish-like scales and horns like a ram. Oh, they're really bad. I don't like them. Don't like to think of them too much.
The changelings in your room are 20 feet tall?
They're not that big. They're kind of around our size, like pony size, except for their queen, who is about the size of
20 feet tall.
a
No.
little bit bigger than Princess Luna. Point is, all the royal guard we saw tonight, they're all changelings. Princess Luna isn't actually Princess Luna. She is Queen Chrysalis.
Who is this queen?
She's
Gaffney
the
doesn't know you.
queen of the changelings. She's the bigger one. She is their Princess Luna, I guess you could say. Except she's not good. She's bad. She's very bad.
I can just imagine Otto's like, there's bigger ones?
Like, I know things change from, like, plane to plane, dimension to dimension, but y'all's world is the weirdest one I've been to so far.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me explain. A changeling, they're sort of like
They're an alien-looking creature that takes on the appearance of others.
so you do know
Right.
about them.
Vaguely, but there's always nuances between worlds.
No, that's pretty much well, except for the alien. I don't know where you're getting that. They're kind of ever seen like a beetle or like it's kind of like a bug, but also a pony.
Yours are bugs?
Yeah. So basically, we're in a giant changeling village. Nothing you think is real, and everyone is lying to you.
Well, I thought that was the whole point of these Dread Realms. Nothing is real.
Well, yeah, but here's an extra layer of nothing is realery.
So they're bugs and they're ponies. They're pony bugs.
Yeah.
Are your changelings also related to fairies?
No.
I don't.
I mean, I don't know that much about them. I've only heard about them a couple times.
Actually, technically speaking, if we go with the comic origins, they wouldn't be that far off from being Fae.
Yeah.
Can't believe that.
You don't. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with you. Even if that is the actual origin I decide to use for this world or any other world for the campaigns, that you don't know that, Sawtooth.
Okay. Yeah, I refuse to know that, even if it was true. I would not accept it.
I mean, for the most part, it doesn't really bring any bearing.
Once the spell specifies a creature type.
So this isn't Luna versus Shadowfire. This is Chrysalis versus Shadowfire. And also, Shadowfire is sort of a cover for something else. They're using Shadowfire as an excuse.
So
I'm
it is
still confused.
There's so many roles going on. What the heck?
Pretty sure it's the first one, by the way. Somebody was having trouble spelling Chrysalis.
Chrysalis?
I heard her. I heard the queen herself talking to the butler, or talking to someone, and worried about their cover, about them being found out, and how the people would revolt if they knew. What is it that she said? If they knew that what was wrong around here wasn't because of the beast. I don't think Shadowfire is responsible for anything that's wrong with this realm. I think I wonder if he knows about the changelings. I don't know. What did y'all find out? See if there's anything else that we can add on to.
You can break the wall with your face.
What? I'm pretty sure that's impossible.
No, Tiny did it.
Is Tiny a ironically named giant?
He's not giant, he's just like this big. And when I gesture taller than you guys.
He's roughly about half the size of Biaffi.
Tiny's big. Now that I believe. Tiny could. Wow, that was the distraction?
Oh yeah, we kept destroying stuff. You don't see it on this part of town, but we destroyed the other half of town.
Yeah, there was quite the mess. I didn't make much progress today.
Well, you did a great job. It worked, and we got the... Oh, check this out. I pulled the three, the gems out of my bag. Ta-da!
I stare blankly for a moment before having the smuggest of facial expression. You did a thing.
He did a thing.
Wait.
Oh, that's funny.
What?
Wait, you actually pulled it off?
Yeah. Flawlessly, even.
Very much happy you didn't make a betting pool now.
Impressive.
But I almost flew away once I saw that Luna wasn't actually Luna, that we might be in over our heads. I'm glad I went through with it anyway, but I almost just flew right back here. I mean, I don't know much about Queen Chrysalis, but I'm sure she can't be that nice of a queen.
Go ahead and roll deception.
that deception, though?
Yes. You
Yeah?
do know things about Queen Chrysalis.
Not this Queen Chrysalis.
Including your name.
Not this
Oh,
Queen.
ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Okay. And
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
I'm
I
going
am
to say,
so-
Ice,
Just-
Biafi, and Otto, if you think your characters have reasons to be questioning that, then you can go ahead and roll an insight. You have to beat his deception.
Alright, I have no reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, good luck with that.
Do you
Trying to
think if
figure
we
out how someone
destroy
can
her
clean
that
the
we're
corner
gonna
of
see?
Chrysalis.
18 really isn't. Well, it's not a bad roll, but I mean,
Yeah.
with disadvantage.
I'm just doing that. Like he's a
Uh,
little sus, because names and all, but not really picking up on it too much.
the little things I do know about Queen Chrysalis comes from Glace or Win or Ice could back me up on this, but we used to have a changeling in our party. Their name was Murmur, well, they didn't make it, but I did learn a little bit about the changelings from them.
So there are nice ones?
Oh, I'm not sure if nice is the right word for Murmur.
So if we kill the queen, we can get like all the nice ones and let them join us, and then we could like destroy everything here.
Wait, hold up. Destroy everything.
Don't you think you're jumping a little bit too far there?
Okay,
Yeah.
we can destroy most of the things, and then get.
But we're still here.
Well, exactly. That's why I said most. I'm obviously not including us in there, or Shadowfire.
I'm very confused.
I'm so confused. So this isn't.
Why?
This for sure isn't Luna's Nightmare Realm, but is it? Is it Chrysalis's, or is this a fake Chrysalis?
We'll find out when we kill her.
There is also a bit of information that I dropped for you. See if you can figure out what it was, Sawtooth, out of the things that you saw while you were there.
I saw a lot of things. Can you narrow it down a little bit?
Oh no, I'm just telling you. You left an important bit of information out.
Wait, hold up. Okay. Oh yeah. They had bombs. They had bombs there. I took all the fuses, so I don't. I feel like that might make a big difference with the battle if it comes down to it. Might unfold a lot differently without those fuses.
Do we want it to unfold differently? We have a dead companion.
Shit.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Brain crunch time.
Well, no. Okay, so if it unfolds different, it'll be in Shadowfire's favor, and Shadowfire's destruction is what killed us / brought us back to the beginning of the time loop. So we'll be fine. I made the right call.
Hold on, but
Okay,
there's like
hopefully.
a bunch of bombs.
Yeah, I don't. I wonder if maybe all the destruction that ponies have been talking about wasn't because of Shadowfire, but it was because of Chrysalis.
So, Biafi, if you remember from last session, you have a bit of information you might be able to add to this.
I think so. Now I am. This is making me think of something. Now when I was around town, I was talking with this fine stallion in a bar. You see, and we were talking about the beast, and he said, it all started in this place called the Canterlot. I don't exactly know what that is, but it started in that place, and it's just kind of been going from there all across the entire land until now. This is all it is. This is making me think of that. I mean, I recently, when we were talking with Luna,
there was also something very specific when you asked a question of that individual that they said, It's more of a what they hadn't said kind of deal. Think about it. What were your questions you asked?
I'm trying to think. Hang on. Ah, jeez.
You asked a very important question trying to figure out who the beast was.
No, I can't remember.
Hey, Nameless.
It sucks. I was gonna figure that out, and then I completely forgot to do it. So I just got nothing. That's on me.
Nameless, are the bombs what you were hinting at for me to bring up?
Yes.
Okay, good. So my guess is that Chrysalis has been laying waste to Equestria and blaming it on Shadowfire.
Yoshi, you actually have a clue in the chat of the Roll20.
Oh, sweet. My body is cramping. I'm gonna have to leave soon. Hang on.
Feel better soon.
We're almost done for the night. Right now it's just the information roundup before we pin it for this evening.
Yeah, they never saw it? They never saw the beast? Is that what it is? No, that very could be it. They never did say they saw the beast.
Well, but we saw the beast, and it was Shadowfire.
Yes, you saw the beast, but this is as Rafi was saying, this is destruction elsewhere.
But
no, this is Shadowfire's first. I'm sorry, what?
Hey, we were at the wall, weren't we? We saw all that happen, but what's to say anyone else has seen that sort of thing happen? I mean, you only say that this has happened before, all the guards, but if what you're saying is true and all these people, all these changelings, all these changelings, they're pretending that all this devastation has been going on, then what's to say that anyone's actually ever seen it happen? What's to say that they were just lying to us all along?
Exactly. Oh,
and
so much
Biaffi assumes a Biaffi.exe has stopped working. Pose as he's actually thinking through that, he's just like, oh.
Okay. I should tell you how changelings work. Not all of them, but these changelings feed off of love and admiration. That's what the parades are for. Okay, so with the rest of Equestria destroyed, Princess Luna is the only thing keeping them from destruction. An endless source of love. That's such a good idea. Oh my god. Okay, so that's what happened. Shadowfire is just trying to put a stop to it all. Shadowfire is destroying the changelings.
How do they feed off of love? What flavor is that?
Okay.
How did they get it?
Love flavored? It's just like
strawberry.
Do you ever do something fun or cool or enjoyable or meaningful and just feel that sort of rush of energy, like, yes, this is a good thing? It's like taking that from someone. Or some changelings don't do that. Some of them it's more, it goes both ways, where they give love instead of just taking it. But these changelings just take it. But that's all I need to know.
I want to meet a changeling that can give it, because I want to know what it tastes like.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
Let's put a pin in that there.
Yeah, we're just gonna drop the pin right there. Yeah.
That's going crazy. Yikes.
For those of you that may or may not be watching, if you want to see if they are in fact correct and see how the rest of this unfolds, then feel free to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow, and all that other good stuff. If you want to show further support to the channel, don't forget to check out my Patreon link in the description, as well as my Discord. A big thank you to the Patreons that have already supported me, especially, give me just a sec to pull up the list because I feel like it's probably changed again. see. Sawtooth Waves, Cameo Shadowness. I believe Scarmix is still. And Trailblazer. That should be everybody, but I'm gonna make sure. Yep, Trailblazer, Scarmix, Cameo, and Sawtooth.
All
Big
right.
thank you to all of y'all. Don't forget to check out mine and Sawtooth's collab, and hopefully we'll have another video up for you soon. So other than that, everybody have a great evening, and don't forget to drink water.
Hydrate or dihydrate?
Yeah, it's about time you drank some water, guys. Treat yourself.